Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Mount Mindset. I'm your host, Geo McNee. We've got the bodybuilding boys back in to discuss everything. He's lit up the comment section with the chat boxes. We're going to cover off all the things that have been driving you crazy, all the stuff that is going on in the bodybuilding world, and we're going to go through all the questions and answers and talk about all the things that you have on your mind that you won't say. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Right, first one, what's the wildest PED cycle ever heard of in amateur bodybuilding?
Well, not so much in amateur bodybuilding, but I heard the most ridiculous cycle recently that one of my pals' clients has taken. He's taken a millitest, a millitren, and a millimast daily. Daily. And this cunt's only just started going to the gym.
No.
He's going to die.
I think that's a factory.
I think he's misunderstood what he's been told to take. Can someone's been like, "I just take this, this, and this," and
once a week, maybe.
And I think he's just. Cause I was like, weekly. He's like, no, this boy is literally taking it daily. I'm like, he's not going to live long.
But if he's only just started, who the fuck told him to take train anyway?
Pass.
21
Pass.
mil of fucking shit.
Pass. I give him 3 months at best.
Anybody that tells you how much gear they're taking in mils is a Mongo. Because you measure your gear in milligrams.
Yeah.
Millilitres.
Yeah.
Because they all come in different milligram per millilitres. So if someone says I'm taking a mill of this, when you ask them how much they're taking, they're a Mongo.
Aye.
Simply.
Because obviously even test E, 250, 200, 300, you know, they all fucking vary.
I don't think the
Test
ester chain is really
Aye.
apparent at this point if he's doing it daily.
Aye, so he's going to die soon.
Fucking hell, man. That
There's
is
just pouring
crazy.
at him. Well, not even be.
He even smells like a
Whenever
chemical.
you've got too much in your body, can he?
Aye.
Store it. Can
Aye. Nah,
I mean, 7 millitren a week on its own.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
wild.
What should that be? What's that?
1400 milligrams.
That's a lot.
Jesus.
Aye, that's fucking
You're dying.
pickled liver.
Absolutely
Double
everything is
kidneys
just going to fold inside. He's just going to wake up one morning and they've turned inside.
He's
out,
going to
and
turn
that's
it, like he's going to wake up one morning, he's going to be like a cattle. You know when they put the trembling tablets
It's
behind
like
the
a
ear?
big Belgian bull.
He's
Just wakes
fucking,
up.
he's going to wake up. What's what happened to me through the
Aye,
night?
he'll either pop or he'll unlock a secret that none of us have worked out yet. And he'll look
Blanca
lost.
for Street Fighter. It's just fucking pure chemical.
Aye.
Like glowing in the dark.
He'll take his duvet off one morning and it'll just all be steam come up and he'll just be this
He'd
green
wake up
veiny
middle of the night
fucking
for a
beast.
pee. He's up in the middle of the night for a piss and he's like, it's fucking bright in here. Realises it's in.
Aye,
It's glowing like fucking radiation yellow.
His piss will be like iron blue, probably. I've had that before and I've been running a lot of training.
aye. So he's,
Fucking orange.
so he's telling me, I'm like, a
It's
week?
not
He's
pretty,
like, a day. I'm like, nah. No fucking
That's
way.
crazy.
No way.
Even just the injection sites.
That's weird. That's worse than the ridiculous thing I was on back in the day.
Aye, that
So
is
train, it's
true,
just so
actually.
toxic.
Mine was
Where
stupid
the
as
fuck's he
fuck.
jagging that every day?
3 mil a day. If he's no jagged before, you've got plenty of fresh sites.
I mean, can you imagine like if he's gotten Trenkov. I mean, Trenkov's not something you want every day, never mind like
I know, but that's not-
once a week, twice a week.
And 7 times a week.
Imagine every day he's getting the Trenkov.
No.
That he's
I only
on,
ever had it once, to be
he's
fair.
on it hiding nothing. That's anything worse than that. That's stupidity.
I've seen. Remember that boy that used to come to Flex? Big Mongol boy with glasses.
It's always a good start.
When was this?
Who's it?
Was his Daz or something?
Big Mongo boy.
Big belly. He was actually a decent size, but a massive guy.
Aye,
I can't remember
I
his
do
cycle,
mind.
but I got
do
told
mind.
his cycle and it was fucking like. But this cunt's been in hospital before with problems with gear. So he's fucking about. He was taking everything.
I'm
Meant
trying to think of my
everything.
glasses.
Isn't even
What
like,
was he taking?
Meant.
It's meant.
It's something that fucking strongmen usually take. No bodybuilder takes it.
Oh, it's crazy for your strength, isn't it?
He was taking that every day before he trained, fucking orals. It was like everything.
Every day before. Or is it like one of the pump jack type setups that I meant?
It's
Like,
like super fast acting, so you jag it like before you train, it makes you stronger.
Jesus.
Obviously, it's also fucking highly toxic. And I got told he's landed himself in hospital before, so he obviously never learnt for that.
because the gut on him's fucked, obviously.
Aye.
But it comes like, what amount of boys that take orals because they don't want to jag day, and that's fucking mental.
It's the level of oral some cunts end up taking, eh?
some bloke.
You
You
try
try
to
to
tell
realise
folk,
that the injectable's actually fucking safer.
right?
It's better for
Yeah.
you. But because they see a needle, they're like, oh, that's fucking bad for me.
So I'm taking 8 oxys a day. I'm like, sound.
Fucking NASA used to take 10.
Did he?
I don't know how the fuck he ate
10 a day.
10 oxys a day.
Yeah, that's true.
It was Milos that said it on a podcast.
10 oxys?
10 oxys a day. I don't know how the fuck he ate. I take one a day and I'll struggle to eat.
They'd have been
Oxys are gone.
Does it kill your, does it kill your appetite?
Completely. I haven't even done them.
I'm on them now.
I've seen
I've been,
boys struggle with them. Like
3 weeks I've been on. My appetite's nearly in the bin. Like,
But does it subside or is it like constant?
that'll only get worse. I'll hate to drop the oxys in
Aye.
a couple of weeks or something.
Jesus.
Do you take the whole one or do you do half and half?
Whole one, Hilly's had me doing it the night before. It does seem to have less of an impact, but it's still coming.
I used to do half in the morning, half in the afternoon.
Apparently, it was Hilly that said to me that that's what Chad Nichols used to do with Ronnie.
Okay.
Oxys the night before. Doesn't affect your digestion
sleep
and
through
appetite
it,
as
yeah.
much.
Interesting. You rarely hear any cutting orals these days.
I love them.
I know, but you're the only person I currently know. on
I
that,
can't use them for long. I've not used them. It's only Hilly that's kind of started playing about with it.
I like
It
that
make
old
me
school
fucking
way,
strong
though.
as fuck.
Yeah, fucking right.
But
there's only so many you can really do in off season, oral wise.
aye, well, it's more important that you get your food in than to take drugs. So if it's, we'll get to the point where we'll
You
just
better not tell
take
everybody that. They don't want to hear that.
just
They
take
think
more
everybody's
oxys,
just big
didn't
because they
eat.
take hundreds a year.
Aye.
It's true.
No food, no diet, no training, no discipline, no dedication, no meal prep.
Free
They
meal a
treat
day.
it's chemical
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
warfare out there.
It is.
Well, I just heard you take urine, that's how you get big, it's nothing else. Oh, that's good.
I don't even go to the gym, mate.
That's right.
I just take it and it makes me look hard. Like, the most pointless exercise that you see people do in the gym.
I think the most pointless thing I saw somebody do, right, was with a cable lateral raise. They're holding the fucking D handles to do a lateral raise, but for some reason they also picked up a dumbbell
On the same hand.
in the same hand.
I've seen that.
I think let's put the weight up, huh?
That's what I didn't get. Why have you done that?
I can't. I don't get it.
No, it doesn't make any sense. It'd be really difficult to hold as well.
I don't see any benefit to
No,
that.
no, I don't.
No, I don't get that one at all.
No.
You guys, what have you seen?
I'm honestly trying to think.
I'm
but
trying to think too. I've seen folk do silly, like kind of like they're swinging ridiculously to the point where it's fucking redundant. But in terms of like an exercise, you're like, what the fuck is that cunt doing? Nah, I don't think so.
The ones that always come to mind that I think are pointless. I mean, I see stupid ones, but the pointless ones like loading up the fucking leg press and doing a 2-inch rep, or like like the unrack a squat.
Aye, I agree with
And
that.
they're barely
Like,
moving.
I'd
It's
do
like
a quarter inch.
it's like they're fucking bouncing on their tiptoes. They're
There's some
really-
boys that goes and they're like doing hammer curls and they've got enough like 30s or 40s in there.
They're
And
coming
they're
down
just
to meet the
swinging for the
bicep.
fucking heavens. You're just like, they need.
Aye. Or you'll see them, they post a video where they've done this weight and they're like, right, I just wanted to feel the weight, now we'll work on the form. It's like, well, no, you had no right touching that weight, clearly, looking at what you've just done. It's fucking mongols.
For me, the stupidest one's definitely the fucking wrist straps on the leg extension.
Yeah, I've not came across
Using
that
wrist
yet, to
straps
be
and leg
fair.
extensions.
But that, at least, it serves a purpose.
It's a
You
fucking
should be able to
tool.
grip on yourself, right? But at least it serves a purpose where it's holding you in
I'd
the
be
seat.
bypassing they had a seatbelt on as well. The seatbelt
Again,
and
that
wrist strap.
does serve. It's
That's
gay,
locked in.
but it's serving a purpose at least. Like,
You get some machines with a seatbelt.
I've done leg extensions. I must
but
not be
not for
doing it.
the
Like,
leg
I've never
machines.
thought I'm about to launch it here like it's an ejector seat.
I've seen a load of back machines, like pull downs, that they've got the belt on it. Because if you've done it and you're lifting heavy, you're going to pull yourself out the fucking chair because the weight weighs more than you. Did they? I'm sure they had one in the fucking flex.
the old
Originally, with a belt on it.
The lap build.
Came
Pull
down,
down.
like
Yep.
came down like that.
Yeah,
Type
it did
thing.
have a belt.
Aye, that had a belt on it.
I didn't use the belt.
Near to that, but I'm heavy. But Ken, if you're a wee cunt
Maybe.
and you're going to be kind of lifting more than you're going to pull yourself out the fucking chair, huh? So that's the only time I guess I pass. Like if it's built onto the fucking.
I'm like,
machine.
what fucking comes next? Like, you're going to come in with a helmet? Just in case the
Some
seatbelt
folk could
fails,
do
the
with
strap
fucking
fails, and you
helmets.
fucking launch into
People
the...
wear their gum shields and all that. Eh?
That's shy, actually.
Why?
That's a strongman thing, to be fair, like, because if they're lifting really heavy,
It's not
they need to,
fucking
like,
strong.
do- Eh?
They're no fucking strong.
No, the retards we're on about, no, but Ken, you see some boys and they've got it because they're fucking biting and
grinding,
you can
yeah.
smash it in fucking teeth. So that, Ken, if you're lifting upwards of 300-400 kilos, cool, have a fucking mouth.
If you're lifting 400
you go.
kilos, fuck, you do whatever you like.
Aye,
Wear a
do
seatbelt,
whatever
helmet,
you
whatever
fucking
like.
want.
You can go for it. But when you're in the gym and you've got 60 kilos, like 60 kilos in the bar, and you're deadlifting, and you've got a fucking knee wraps and a belt and fucking two belts. You've got the long one that goes up the top, and then the backup one in case that fails. The fucking straps, gum shield, chalk, liquid chalk, dry chalk, fucking gyprock chalk. You got 3 fucking variations of chalk, and you're in there like set up the tripod, take off my shoes.
Aye.
For fuck's sake.
Hang back in the day too. They can't used to include the bar. Ken, when you were doing your weights, bar didn't count. Whereas now you got, because I bet 60, I'm looking at it, it's like, that's only 40 kilos. Aye, but the bar's 20. Fuck your
I
bar.
count the bar.
Nah, fuck
You're
that.
lifting the fucking bar.
No, I
There's a
get
weight.
it. I get it. But just back in the day,
The only thing I
no
don't
one
get
ever did. The bar
is
didn't count, huh?
folk that will try to count the cradle on a leg press. They'll be like, what does the cradle weigh? No. Just count the fucking plates. It's different with a barbell because that has a weight, but the cradle on a leg press.
It's set up at a certain point. There is a weight on it, but I wouldn't count it either.
No.
What about you know what drives me nuts is people taking off their shoes, they're training chest. What the fuck are you doing walking about this gym with your
Unless you're
shoes
doing
on?
legs.
I get the whole if you're training legs and like you want to get planted and you're shifting a decent weight.
Especially if you put the wrong trainers on, can you got some with a fucking air bubble or whatever?
If
and
you've got
you
the spongy trainers, they're
take them
hopeless.
off.
But the idea of walking about in the gym,
Doing
and training,
chest and taking your shoes off, that doesn't make sense. Huh?
they've got the starter pack. Starter pack's broccoli hair, compression top, tucked in.
My protein compression talk, and the one they got free with their first bag of protein.
Ultra tight.
They're shaker in that.
They've tumble dried it for 40 minutes to get it that even bit tighter. Because they're that skinny, they've got baggy bits and a compression top, which is a fucking miracle in itself. And then they go in and they walk about in the gym with no shoes on, shoes on and socks.
Gym people that do get ready with me, don't fucking do that.
I've never seen that.
Have you not?
I've seen something.
Surely that's just females.
Nope.
Anybody
No.
who does get ready with me, like the first bit that's fucking stupid about the get ready with me is when they get the alarm clock's going off, but the camera's running. It's like, all right, so we're buying into the idea. They were buying into the idea that you have the fucking camera and time
This
lapse.
is how
for
I
eight-
woke up with my full face on. At the same time.
You know, and I'm getting out of the bed like that. Nobody's fucking getting out of the bed like this, mate. Nobody. I get out of bed like a fucking Neanderthal, like trying to come back to life.
You know, a morning person. No?
No, but even when I get up, I'm like, it's dark. I'm trying to, what's the least amount of steps and least amount of energy I can take so I can get to the toilet. Like, I'm not sitting there like, flipping the fucking duvet and all that, but, and then getting
You got a
out.
fucking ensuite.
Aye.
You must have had to do 6 steps.
Aye. It's still that's what I'm saying.
Bed, door.
It's hard when you're in caveman mode. Try to get through. And it's like the camera's fucking running.
Aye, no one gives a fuck what you're wearing to the fucking gym.
Aye.
Nobody cares.
We went dry scooping fucking pre-workout.
No,
I've
been there, done it, like, but it's naked.
Nah.
But it must be a thing where you're like, oh, this must be cool. I'm like, it's mixable for a fucking reason.
I was about to say I've never done it, but my mate Pete actually made me do it before we were down at Prophecy in Liverpool. He said, "I'll just dry it." I'm like, right, fine, whatever. It was rough as toast. Never again.
If anything, it's you shouldn't, because obviously the ingredients are made
To dilute.
to be diluted in the water. So you're not getting the same benefit by dry scooping it.
But
But it seems to have become hard to dry scoop your
I
pre-workout.
know there's dry scoop it, but fucking chug it down with an energy drink. I mean, I don't know these pre-workouts seem to be loaded with caffeine. You're not sure anybody's working out the numbers. Like, how much fucking caffeine am I consuming here?
Right. Because in theory, you put it in the water, dilute it, surface area, in your stomach, you're going to get it faster than dry scooping it and then letting your stomach fucking deal with it afterwards.
Well, some of the ingredients are water soluble as well. So if you don't,
Yeah.
if you don't do it first, you're not fucking.
You're
not getting the
you're
full benefit.
skipping that,
Aye. No danger, man. A dry scoop's no way to go.
I don't really fucking like any of them either, to be fair.
I've had a few bad fucking episodes with pre-like.
I do non-stims now. I
I don't really
fucking...
touch them anymore.
dunno.
I've just started again with that tank mode the engineer brought out, because that's like a medium stim.
All right,
It
okay.
doesn't fling you off your tits because I end up too fucking buzzing and I can't concentrate on training and then
Aye.
I can't eat after it.
I got
so I
edge, yeah.
stopped taking them.
I like to get that euphoric if a good tune comes on. I fucking get goosebumps. I like that level of cranked up. I like to be fucking amped, man. I like to feel tweaked.
I don't enjoy it though.
I
Eh?
fucking love it, man.
They're all fucking on edge in that. Eh?
No, I'm fine with it.
Sitting there trying to work out, and I'm
It's
fucking
like in
half
World War
a
II when they were talking about them, like the is it Pervitin tablets?
Well, the Germans were
Aye.
on that. Aye,
Just the
hardcore.
method. I was like, man, I
Aye.
want, they must have been good. Fucking
Brave
shit.
pals.
And there was ones, I think Americans called them Go Pills. They had their version of them. And there's a story about like a Finnish soldier that just he had a resting heart rate of like 200 beats a minute because he'd taken all the tablets and just out skied, cross country skied across, get away from the fucking Soviets or whatever. And he was on a mad campaign and he'd done some like superhuman feat and he got there and he's stripped, he's cooking and he's covered this wild distance because he's absolutely methed at his chops. But part of me thinks, like, maybe not at that level, but must be good for a workout. If Mikey had to get abused by a famous pedo as a wee guy,
That's Robbie, yeah. 100% that was
no,
Robbie.
it wasn't Robbie.
No?
No, definitely sounds Robbie.
I thought I was just that fucking boy, honestly.
It's not viciously written. But Robbie would be he would be more vicious with how that was written. He'd be more graphic. He'd want to explain in detail about how it was being carried out. So if you had to pick one, who would it be and why?
So I'm sure Robbie did ask me that the other day, because I just was like too many to choose from.
Would you like to Bonnie Blue them?
In all fairness, right? If you had to choose somebody,
Who would your style be?
my style,
If you thought,
I've been more, what am I getting out of this?
right,
Kind of like, Diddy sorted them out.
Right.
Can let me
You want
abuse you.
hooked up.
I'll put 100 million in your bank. Right, sound. Let's go.
right.
So if I had to pick, I'd go Diddy.
But do you know the egg test? Did you hear about the egg test?
The egg
Aye.
test. No, I didn't. Hear
So
about the egg
apparently
test.
the egg
fuck's the
test was NFL guys were in the locker room
I think I have
and
heard
they're
this
picking
actually.
out. So they're picking out the guys that are like they're prime, they're ripe for it. We're into a bit of these guys.
Is there no something about putting the egg up their arse and it doesn't break or something
If
like
they
that?
put a hard-boiled egg up the ass, and if it didn't crack, they were ready. And if it broke, they would keep. They needed to train a wee bit more, and then they would get let in the club.
That's rough as toast there.
Well, you could put it on toast, I would imagine, after it cracked. Well, PTs that take your money and then cancels sessions constantly because you've already been paid.
I imagine that would be really common.
I feel like that's
I think
obviously
PTs,
aimed at
anybody
someone.
that's a PT they are the biggest fucking scumbags that keep the schedule.
Because obviously
Just
they want you to pay block up front because they're skint. So they'll be like, oh, I'll pay 10 blocks and I'll get you a discount if you pay it all together now. And then I can imagine getting the 10 sessions would be very fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Because now fucking, 2 months down the line, like, fuck, I'm working for free. Even though you'll feel like you're working for free, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're sacking cunts off and putting forward the cunts who are paying you in the moment.
Aye.
I think that'd be really common.
Definitely, aye. There's a low, but thing being is that's classic case of they're not planning ahead. They're feeling like fucking king shit because they've got all this money up front, and then when the money runs dry, they're not feeling as celebrities anymore.
Yeah.
It's a case you try to shuffle the diary about. I never thought of it that way.
They should have named them.
I
That's what
did.
it's about.
So what
Did
about,
they name who it was?
nah,
Shite bag.
aye. So another one was coaches that have a power trip. No naming and shaming there.
No like context to that either. What
Aye.
do they mean?
Yeah.
Aye. They fucking know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. You know?
Who is it? Like, can you... What one? What am I looking?
No. Would you know his coach? Is he in the room?
He's in the room, but I don't think he's talking about him.
Is it who I think it is?
Probably.
I think I know what it is.
I think it'll be...
I
I think it'll be a previous.
Top right.
I think it'll be a
Aye,
previous.
that's who I thought it was.
Yeah. And that'll be about you.
So who's he on about?
No him.
Is it you?
Not me.
You're Disney going power trips.
Too fucking angry. Carpet bastard.
Just get
He's
down
actually,
shite.
he's actually
Or
always
no shite.
been really fucking. I've never had a bollocking yet, to be fair. Like,
So who's he on about?
he'll be a previous coach.
Well, he's only been with 2 other people.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be one of them.
Which one's the most power trippy?
I can't actually see either of them really being put.
I ain't got it with them, you know. Dickhead, who is it?
It can only be one of them.
Right, he's
Right,
also
Karen.
also put in why the fuck do power lifters bring everything in the kitchen sink to do 1 rep max?
Well, he's aimed at someone, and I know who he's aimed at.
Right, get it fucking
Let's
tilted.
see, let's see. Oh, shit.
The guys can't take it
You can
anymore.
who it is.
Oh, I actually did think it was that.
I can't think of the powerlifter that brings everyone in the dug in
That's
this.
the wee group of them.
There's a wee group of powerlifters.
It's these fucking
Well,
high
they're
rocks
in
bags they come in.
earlier
And
than you,
Oh, right.
actually.
but what kind of kit are they bringing in?
Everyone but
I
the
don't
kitchen
actually
sink.
know, but they've usually got a bag each, and they take the bags with them.
It's
I've
these
never
high
seen what
rocks
they
bags,
take
these
out.
square backpacks, and it's like
Aye.
that big, and they could pack and like you could move house with that.
Everybody's got them now.
Well, they
Square. You've got one.
kind of quite good.
How the fuck did you get that, guys?
Oh, can't do that.
How did you end up with that?
Come on, buy it.
Aye.
Are you playing that as a hybrid rock star?
It's actually fucking really handy.
Is it?
I didn't have to
They're
put loads of
fucking-
gym shit in.
what-
I actually
what-
put all my stuff for working
What
it in
brand
that.
is it? What brand is it? The Wolfpack ones are fucking expensive.
It wasn't one of them. It was one of the, it was one of them.
I looked because my meal prep bags are about fucking falling apart. So I was like, right, I'll order a new one. I'm like, 200 odd quid. You can fucking keep that. No danger.
What about this? You like this one? Coaches that put you on multiple supplements that don't even work. Sick face emoji.
You should have seen
About them not working, I don't know
Mikey's
about
list.
that, but my list was very large.
it was everything.
Oh, you talk about Mikey's?
Aye, when Mikey first.
No
came.
wonder he couldn't fucking eat with the amount of
Aye, he
supplements
picked
he
on
was
his
taking.
bear, he was fucking rattled.
Aye.
Shit,
He looked like a sweetie jar in a shop. He was filled with that much capsules.
that was wild.
It's a lot of money too.
I think a lot of them that
It's
do that,
fucking,
it usually comes with a
They
discount
like-
code so that you're fucking.
Well, they're the most expensive like that, usually.
Supplements, fortune, eh?
It's usually
The
them
health
that's
ones
sponsored
anyway.
by them.
Fucking no cheap.
So what do you make of that as somebody that's experienced it, Mikey?
Well, when we've got a coach, you're just doing what you tell, eh? And you don't really ken what the crack is at that point, especially if it's the first person you've ever been
Well,
with.
that's cute, but what about now? In hindsight, we know what you know now.
I don't really have any feelings up or down about it, to be fair. Like at the time,
Very
I
political.
don't know
answer.
whether
That's
it was
absolutely
fucking
fucking-
necessary to be in or not, but he obviously thought it was, so I was just cracking on with it.
Absolutely shite answer. You better fucking start up in your game, boy. That was pish.
They obviously have a place, but I think
Well, I've always
for
been
me,
told
I'll wait
that-
till I see blood work before I'm thinking about fucking
Rattling.
adding all this shit and seeing if you actually need it.
The dosages on the bottles too are usually like they are quite extreme. You can usually half them. to,
Aye.
Usually, like you don't have to be taking that much every day in order to keep things ticking.
What would you say is what's a foundational kind of stack of
I
stuff
always
you
got
should
told
take?
like see like ones that are telling you to take like 8 a day or something. You can half that, and then you could maybe just or divide
Thing is,
it
I do
out, you know.
basic, like obviously we've just done my blood work, and we only need to put a couple of things in for
That's what I mean.
like it's essentially liver function, really, isn't it? Everything else is pretty much in the
That's what
green.
gets hit the hardest, really, when you think about it.
Because I only take half a dose, a lot of the heart stuff, and all the heart stuff and the cardiovascular shit was where it needed to be. So
Yeah.
I obviously don't need to take the recommended dose of that stuff.
See, that to be
That's
fair,
what I mean, the recommended is
cardiac
like-
for engineered is fucking.
It's dosed. Yeah.
The half is enough of that, and
That's
also
what that's the half what to can. You want to take all of that because then it's you're getting away with half it at least, and then it's helping.
What's this one? I don't know who this. K-Bane backstage says he was close with Gaz.
Seabane.
Seabane.
Aye, Chris Bain.
He
Seabane.
says he was close with who's Seabane?
So I like his arsehole is about as close as he got. I think.
Did he get close?
I was on stage. I'm not fucking.
He's
you
not
need
in
to
the same
tell the
category,
fucking-
Or
really?
was you up for a pro card?
No, I was. That was probably the two bros. Which
Oh, aye, he was close to you.
well,
He's one of
next to me.
he's one on stage together the
Say
way.
this kind
Aye.
of thing a
Were
few
you?
times.
Aye. He done the,
I thought he did at novice.
and then he went back and done the
He
super
did
heavies.
novice in his class.
Oh, did he?
Aye.
He'd apparently done supers just so he could stand next to guys.
Was that the word on the street?
That's how he got close to him.
What's the story with this, guys?
I was on stage and he took me if he was close to me.
Don't you
He was
fucking-
next to me.
He was touching.
Aye, touched him.
Has he got a thing for you?
I don't know.
Don't you fucking lie to me? Has he got a thing for you? No? You're saying no, but everything else is telling me I hear.
No.
No, it's just platonic.
Backstage bromance.
Is DNP stupid or does it have its place?
No. It's fucking stupid.
It's stupid. Like, that was fucking
It's,
dangerous stuff.
I remember the first time I heard about DNP. A pal's cousin, he competed, and he told me what DNP was. And he was a doctor, and he was like, "This is the most dangerous."
He was a
shit."
doctor and he took it.
No, he didn't take it. He was he was a
Oh,
bodybuilder.
yeah, right.
He was a competitive bodybuilder, done really well, and he was telling me he was big into dieting properly. Like he would be really, really, really hardcore in his diet. And he was not the biggest, so he would work super hard on his conditioning. And he was talking about people like we were chatting, and it was like, what's the stupid shit that you've seen? It was usual, like guys' fake tan would turn green. They injected oil, and the oil was coming out their tips and all that sort of stuff. Like pus coming out of like the injection sites and shows, and just crazy stuff. He was talking about DNP, and he says that's probably the most dangerous thing he's ever seen. It's like people literally cooking themselves to get.
It's bad. Like,
That's what it feels like. You're just literally fucking feel like you're cooking.
Oh, you took it?
I took it years ago for 8 days. And it's the only thing I've taken that I've thought this is bad for me.
it's dodgy.
It's bad for me.
Do you know the story how it all came about with the DNP?
Rat poisoning, was it?
In
No?
the war,
They used it as rat poison, so
Yeah.
the Russians used it to keep warm, did they know? In the war.
But before they found out that this was a function of it, how it came about was it was used as preservative on gelignite sticks, so sticks of dynamite. So the factory workers were loading the dynamite sticks into the cases, so it had this sort of like greasy texture to keep the tubes preserved while they were boxed up. So the DNP's being absorbed through the skin as the factory workers are loading them up, so they're red hot, sweating, all losing body fat. And they're trying to figure out like what's going on in the factory, and they figured out it was the DNP that was seeping into the skin. And then when they started selling it as a diet aid, and like, oh, this can help you lose weight, because I mean, immediately I'm losing fat. It's a great idea to sell to like housewives. So they started selling it, in the local pharmacy, and then there was reports of deaths, and they realised that the fatal dose is so close, the FD50 is so close to the effective dose. That to get the effective dose, you're basically running the gauntlet of dying. And then they started using it. The Russians were like, well, keep you warm in winter. And being very Russian, their sort of attitude's like, yeah, that'll be fine. We'll take the DNP with vodka to keep warm. But dangerous stuff. But no, I don't think it's got its place. But very effective. I can't remember, it was Dave Plumbo was talking about the numbers. It was like, I think the strongest fat burner was clenbuterol, and it would affect your metabolism by like 17%. And then DNP was like over 50, like 54%.
You
It
can
was
feel DNP working.
wild.
That is ridiculous.
It was
like,
wild, powerful, but it was obviously fucking lethal.
Yeah.
It was, so by orders of magnitude, it worked, but it gave me a heavy price. That
if
was
you need
Tony.
it, you've fucked up your prep, really.
Was it not that Tony? Was it Tony Huge that was a big proponent of it? Mind that guy who was kicking about, Dr. Tony Huge. He was a fuck.
Sounds like
He was an absolute tosser. He was like, I'm a doctor, and he just had that sort of fake smile of a TV ad. You're like, you would not trust this cunt with a fucking postage stamp. And he's like, he's got the Filipino bird, and just, I don't know, like it's just a very, very strange character. And he was like, oh yeah, you don't need diet for a show, just take DNP. Like, he's done a 5-day diet for a show and shows up and starts flexing. Was just, anything like big and dangerous, he was, no, it's not too bad. I think he got chased out of America for being, I don't know, wrongful advice. What about Joe Rogan versus Liver King?
He would rip his cock off and shag him with like, Liver King, because taking his fucking, getting his life in his own hands with that one. Like,
What did see the fucking state of him?
I know. That's
why
scary.
would you challenge Joe Rogan in a fight? The cunt's fucking nails.
Yeah.
Nails.
He would fucking
And
rip
I'm
him
not
apart.
caring how fucking in good shape Liver King is. He's no winning that fight at all. Like,
Even imagine Joe Rogan's pals.
aye, but even just fucking, I'm sure he's got one of the registered hardest kicks on the fucking planet, Joe Rogan. Like, obviously he's known as prime currently, but he still trains and he still twists your head off.
Yep.
No danger.
He looked very, very, very fucking erratic.
Aye, something's going on, like, for sure. Some of the videos he's posted afterwards too, you're like, you're fried, the new.
He looks like he needs to be sectioned.
Aye.
No, he looked crazy in that mugshot.
Aye.
He's fucking a bit away with it, like.
He looks like really gaunt, like everything's
Aye,
he's not eating or something.
That's what I thought.
You watched the thing on fucking Netflix about him?
No.
No, is it just the things dropped about kind of all the bollocks and him lying about gear and all that shit?
Well, about him or he was involved in.
Like about him,
about
like
him,
a
aye,
story
just-
about
aye,
him kind of rise to fame and lying and
Basically,
all
he
that
was
shit,
saying
aye.
that he was natural and he never
No, I mind
touched-
that. And he got
was,
caught red-handed. And he's
Well, that more plates, more dates fucking exposed him because he's like, the guy fucking emailed me asking what gear to take and what he was currently
and there's
on
a
and
whole
what he
list
should
of
go to.
stuff. It was
I just basically
fucking-
laid it all out.
Fucking mental.
And then he's like, no, it's like, was it
I
the
think he'll be on a
10
cycle
ancestral
and a half,
tenants?
like. I think he'll be on a cycle and a half, like.
Who?
Liver King.
You think he's still on?
He was on quite a
He's
bit.
on all,
eh?
it looks like he's on all this stuff.
This is on fucking meth.
Aye, but look at the fucking, like, the condition he's constantly operating in. He'll be running hard all the time, I'd say.
I don't know, like he looked really fucking small compared to like when he was at his prime. Like, he was in
I get
decent
what you mean.
shape.
He didn't look like he had that.
He
like-
didn't look full. Like he's
I've
still
not seen
looked
him-
like
I've,
him.
I've not seen him properly cutting about like he normally does, just with shorts on and his fucking.
Like, you know
back.
what he
That's
gets.
why he's wearing McClays and that now. So.
I mean, you know, you get like skinny guys and they're like they've got a decent shape about them, but they're like fucking tiny. He looks like that. It's still like it's a decent shape. If you put him next to a fucking,
Because he lost a ton of
Aye.
fucking size, is he?
if you put him next to like a normal big
You can
dude,
tell by his face. Like,
he's all sucked in. He's
Aye,
all,
but that could just be fucking
nah, true.
getting stripping down a bit, huh? But if he's lost those fucking actual
Nah,
stats, I'd say then.
he was really, like, really gone. Advice for I shouldn't laugh at this one. Advice for first time bodybuilders with no coach.
Get a coach.
Well,
Thing is, it saves you years if you just get someone who kens what they're doing, just to tell you what to do. You will literally streamline yourself. Okay, and you can fucking spend 5 years pissing up the wall if you want, but you might as well just get someone that kens what they're doing. And
but it's finding the person that knows what they're doing sometimes. Eh? 'Cause
aye, but if you speak to
boys-
cunts in the gym that are doing all right in that, and ken who's coaching you, blah blah blah, you look good. Who's fucking hanging you? Oh, him, right? Sweet, I'll drop him a fucking message. Ken, it wouldn't be hard to find a decent coach. I wouldn't have thought.
everyone's a coach now too.
Oh, I think it's a fucking minefield.
Everyone
innit?
can
But I
help
think-
you get to that.
Aye, but
shape.
proofs in the clients.
No, that's what I
surely.
mean.
Aye.
But I think you're
There's
right.
somebody
Like,
that's a bit
speak
naive.
to the big guys in the gym.
Aye.
That's what I did.
Find it, because that's what it used to be before coaches. You speak to the biggest
Get
guys in the
advice.
gym,
Aye.
find out what they're doing,
Copy them.
find
Just
out.
follow.
Aye.
Exercise to just
It used to
behind
be
them.
quite-
Just follow
that's
the
what you- that's
fucking-
honestly-
aye.
I think it
like
was always
this.
good because you wouldn't get any info on gear, training, any of that. It was like you had to show up and be a regular before you'd be entertained. You couldn't just
it was
walk
a-
into a gym
It was
and
a
go like,
closed door with all that.
aye,
Like,
you couldn't come into a gym and be like, "All right, mate, you know, do you want to tell me all the, you know, the trade craft and trade secrets?"
well, I
You'd
mean,
be
there
like,
used to be that thing where, like, when folk would ask you, you'd be like, "Do you take steroids?" And the number one thing would be like, "No." But I honestly couldn't give a fuck.
But even like back in
You
the
would say, I
day,
would just say, "Aye, I do. What do you want to like,
but it's even like
no
back in the day
bother.
with tattooing. Like I want my hand done, aye, but if you got a sleeve,
Aye.
okay, and if you've not put the work in, you wouldn't get in the next part.
You would
Whereas
have
now
that.
everyone's
Aye,
like, "I
that's so
sound under
true.
your fucking
It's
hand."
different now as well with that too, now, eh?
Okay, and people speak openly about gear now, whereas they never used to back in the day.
Oh, it used to
It
be
was
like a
just
straight
deny.
up. No, I don't need to take
I do take
steroids.
gear.
I never
that
used
was
to
one of the
talk
questions.
about
It was
Nobody
When
did.
you got asked,
years when I first started, I wouldn't tell folk I was taking gear. Now, fucking Sally in Scotland could ask me. I'm like,
well,
aye.
when I done my natural show, and then I was like, I came off of that, and folk would, I still wasn't taking it, but folk would just instantly think, "Oh, you started taking steroids." And it's like, in a way, it's like, it's kind of nice, Ken, because you're like, oh, you obviously think I do, because I'm
Yeah.
putting on a decent shape and all that, but I'm not. So, but folk are just straight to the bullet. They're like, you're taking steroids. What steroids do you take?
All of them.
I don't mind it, but when folk are like in a derogatory term, like I walked past the lass at the gallery the other day and I heard her saying to a pal, tell me you're on steroids without telling me you're on steroids.
That's shit.
But I'm like, sound. Bro.
But the weird thing is usually it's usually either really, really skinny guys or really fat women.
Yep.
Like, the wee guys like, but you just think you're that because you're on steroids, you think you're big. No, like, I
So
think
the steroids are irrelevant. I know I'm big.
I was talking to Dell because I was saying to Dell, I was like, all the years, like, Dell's 61.
Is he?
Aye, 61.
Looks fucking good for
I know.
61.
And I was saying to him, I was like, you're ex-IFBB pro, been around the scene for the 90s, all the places, all the clubs, all the bars,
60.
all been all around the world. I was like, tell me this, how many birds have came up to you and went, show me your abs? He's like, absolutely none. I was like, what do you normally hear? Big arms, big shoulders, big chest, huge, muscular, strong. It's like when you see somebody, you ever clock somebody when you were on holiday and a big, huge, solid motherfucker, you'd be like, fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
You would be like, that's impressive. Never did I ever think, I could tighten up his abs a bit. But it's the skinny guys that are like, this is all I've got. So we need to hone in on it. I'm skinny. It's like, look.
But that's not like there's being able to see your abs and there's having a six pack, and I think they're different.
Yeah.
And if you're just skinny, you've got nothing else going on about you. The only reason your stomach muscles are on show is because there's nothing else to you. They have no choice but to be there.
And they think they're ripped, and they're like, you've never been ripped.
Nah, your abs being on show and having a six pack are two very different.
Like being ripped is all over your body. Like you're not sitting there being ripped. Like just because these show through don't mean you're ripped.
No.
You've got pecs like fucking marshmallows.
Aye.
You look like a melted Yankee candle, and all you can see is your fucking abs because you want to bang on about this because you're skinny, and then see the other things like your lats and your fucking delts and your pecs, your traps, your arm, everything else that's hard to get. You haven't done anything.
That. I've got abs like lads. Your wrist and your upper arms are the same width. Shut up.
Yeah. Aye, it's fucking prevalent, isn't it? Why are most bodybuilders' girlfriends stinking?
Is that the case?
So who's got the stinking birds? Who the fuck are they referring to?
Who done that message? Oh.
Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think who.
Thinking birds. Can we rate their birds since they said it?
I wonder if the bird's been there for when they were before bodybuilding and they've just became a body. No, Cooper, that's
Oh,
You'll rate your ass.
kind of like they've had their misses prior. Kind of like a lot of bodybuilders start off as fat cunts, so their misses is for pre-bodybuilding.
I take it they mean they're just fucking
I don't think
ugly
they're
rather
stinking.
than they're out of shape.
It's probably like
I don't really
bodybuilders getting that, like, when you're in that industry, obviously, bodybuilders go for bodybuilding girls.
Yeah.
So, like, they've lost all their feminine characteristics, kind of. It's more like a lot of them are just fucking bigger.
If they've been on the gear.
Most bodybuilders are kind
But they fall
misses doesn't
they
even
fall
have their
into
misses
each other
they will
because
fucking jump.
they're doing the same thing as each other every day. So that's how you kind of comes part and parcel, eh?
Aye, but there's lassies that compete and they still look feminine.
Yep.
And then
That's
there's
just lassies
lassies
that
that
are
are
not
like,
kicking
you're
ass
like,
in gear.
fucking, you're bigger and look for like a guy.
Aye.
And that like this, so I don't think it's as I don't know. I wouldn't
There's
go-
not really any manly fucking women at our gym either, is there? I can't think of any that have pushed it too far. Kind of their face structure started to change and all that. I can't think of any of them.
No.
cunts walking about pure gyms thinking they're hard as nails.
It's probably most of the
Didn't
members,
go
to be
too
fair.
Ricardo.
Huh?
Ricardo.
Was that his question?
No, it was probably him because he
Alright.
fucking does cardio in a pure gym with a Burberry fucking body
Stretch
warmer.
That is next to his house, to be fair, though. Like, I would probably go in there for cardio too. If it's
I'm
fucking
giving him
listen.
absolutely
No, no,
no
I get you,
whatsoever.
I get you.
If the
Does he train there too, though, or does he go elsewhere for a sesh?
no, he trains in levels and then does his cardio in pure gym. He'll probably get a good solid 15 minutes of walking about. I think he's a ticket. Look, he'll do a lap at the gym.
And I
to
feel
make
like if
every-
I had a gym that close to my house, I probably wouldn't hit a bike.
Would you wear a fucking Burberry
I
body
wouldn't, I
warmer?
wouldn't wear a what?
A
Why?
Burberry body warmer?
No, I wouldn't wear a Burberry body warmer.
That's what he's fucking kicking about in.
No, I wouldn't.
Stupid Burberry trainers. Guys wearing bitch mitts on leg day. Hands like a baby's bum.
But what, gloves?
What, as
Gloves.
in,
I
like,
think no matter
on
what
leg
day it
day?
is, you shouldn't be wearing them.
Aye, I agree with that.
On leg day.
Like
Fucking
day.
any day.
Any day.
That's what it said.
Aye.
No.
Would we think unanimous?
If you can get your hands in the tiny little weightlifting gloves, you're no big enough. I don't think I could get my hands in a fucking set.
It's funny, you always see that clip where there's only one person that's allowed to do that, and it was Ronnie Coleman, because he wore gloves sometimes when he trained.
Did it?
Aye, see it in one of his clips, he's wearing gloves.
They must have been gardening gloves.
Do you know what it might- do you know
They
what
little
it might-
sporty gloves. You're no fucking.
you know what it might be
tiny.
is see the fucking temperature of that gym that he trained in. See
I
the
know.
sweat.
Remind you, Cutler talking
Aye.
about it. He's like, how the fuck he does that? And,
Like 100 odd degrees and they're like
Aye,
gripping a
oh,
bar. They probably
It
needed it
didn't
for the
look
grip.
good, like, but fucking fair dues.
I mean, you can fucking tell.
It's fucking Ronnie.
I'll
You can
tell
do
you,
what he
it's-
wants, innit?
Aye.
No, he could do what he wants.
Ronnie
He
could
could
shit
do
in his hands and clap and get away with it.
So, I mean, he's the one person you ever see wear gloves and be like, fuck, right, fair enough.
Fucking
You
that way,
you-
baby.
You wear the gloves.
Yeah, buddy.
I keep seeing adverts for the wee weird things that's like a bit. There's like a little fucking thing to
Little
protect.
pad.
You came what I'm on about.
I've seen them, aye.
I've never seen anyone using them yet.
What is
though,
it?
but I
Fanny
don't know. It
Pads.
hits my Instagram all the time. It's like got a wee bit that'll go through your finger,
Right.
and it's just like a patchy glove, just so you don't get the calluses put on your hands.
It's because you know you're a fucking bitch, man. That's
Here, I do wear gloves. My shit's all there, lad.
No, I know, but they must listen to you in your microphone and how much you're fucking hypochondriac.
No.
But we've got a customer here.
That's a target you'd had. That.
He's fucking the algorithm's bang on with you.
My algorithm is fucked, lad.
It's probably fucking. I need to get.
My algorithm will get me the
I need
jail
them.
one
I need
day,
a
like,
ride
it's
through
bad,
for my
man.
bloodlet. Fucking gay bitch.
Standard.
Why do all your guests have shit tattoos? Well, I don't. So I mean, fucking.
Who's that? Who said that?
I've not even made the cut.
Let me see the name.
He's some random.
Oh, it's that fucking Italian. Like in the boy that was saying the crack in the comments, and I made the crack about his mom, but she's dead. That's him, the Italian lad.
So bravo,
Glasgow.
fucking Italian boy. There you
He
go.
was actually good crack. He took
I like
the
that. I like
banter
to see when
well.
you get the comments and they're actually. It's a good back and forth.
I kind of was. He's like, we should rename the podcast the Shit Tattoo Podcast. And I called the kind of soggy biscuit and that.
Aye,
That's the boy.
that's good, man.
No, he took it well. To be fair, he took a good bit of.
It's
back
good
and
when you
forth
see
flagging.
like a fucking tennis match.
Aye.
You're like, this is all right. Like there's two
No one's
sides.
getting
It's like a
upset.
decent
It's
rally.
fucking great. That's great.
It's funny because you start like I'm definitely backing Mikey, and then like, they'll come out with some good pat. Like, maybe changing sides.
yeah, fucking right.
This is not bad.
I change sides sometimes, and I'm
Everyone's
fucking
just
in an
sitting and
argument.
watching,
Huh?
like,
It's when you sit and read the comment and you're like,
Fair one, mate.
oh, bad.
Can I made a comment? His mom's like, oh, you dug her up? I'm like, of course she's dead. Obviously. I went more, and she's not here.
And he's sitting on
Standard.
the couch, he's more showing her the comment.
You've just got to double down. They're like, oh, my mum died. I'm like, Ken, that was the one that fucking done her. You just need to fucking commit to the cause at that point.
This is a good one. Does define catfish girls' arses.
Wait, what?
The define shorts, you know, the shorts or the lassies are wearing. And the,
Oh, like with, I get
obviously
you
the
know,
wee
aye.
scrunch.
Is that
and
what they're called?
aye,
Define shorts.
Define
It's
shorts.
the brand.
Oh, is
They're
it?
fucking expensive, too.
Aye.
I bought the missus some for her birthday, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, is
They're
it?
based here, they're based in Uddingston.
I didn't find that.
Aye, they're Uddingston.
Mm.
But
You know, in all fairness, half the time in Flex, all I see is the fucking TikTok brands. They get pumped about that A-ball and fucking whatnot.
I'm fucking more power to them. I'm like, the lassies feel good, they look good. Like, what would you I mean? Who's fucking losing out of this? It's only when they take the fucking shorts off and the arse isn't what you're like. This is I've been sold in the fucking river here. Like that's the only problem. Like, or if your missus comes through and she's like, "How do these look?" And I'm like, "I know what you look like without them on. This is fucking. This
This
is
is a great product.
this is a fucking.
Bravo.
Where did you get these? Let's order them all."
Or you get a row for looking at them in the gym.
But when she's training or other
Others.
gym goers,
Others.
you would just say I thought it was you.
Aye.
You need to just know look now in case you get caught on a fucking camera.
Yeah, you just need to look. Just fucking butch up. Get double down, as you said, double down, because you're checking your phone anyway, you pussy.
This is a...
Fucking soon
I
as you go to
get,
sleep.
I get in trouble regardless. That's as well
You're
as
getting
going all the way.
you're getting in trouble when you don't do anything. You should at least give us some fucking ammunition.
Aye, I get in trouble when it's innocent. I get in trouble when she has a dream about me doing something I shouldn't have done.
But
Wakes up raging with me.
it's actually changing now, because you go to the gym and your missus will be like, look, these shorts look good, her arse looks brilliant. I mean, it's getting pointed out to you now. How fucking times have changed.
I don't get that. Does any of these girls actually fucking put clothes on in this gym? I'm like, no comment. I'm like, in all fairness, it's just like when they're fucking cutting, they're showing it off. The other 6 months of the year, they're all covered up because they're fucking chubby. So, while you've got it, fucking enjoy it.
How political an answer is that, man?
It's true, though.
The fucking Stammer would be proud of you, boy.
I don't want to
That's
ever be in the same fucking sentence.
We'll
as
start
that
fucking getting a bit of controversy about it, this fucking PC answer.
All right, fine, we'll get you
honey bunny,
Let's fucking do this.
I would never look at another
Let's
girl's
get this
arse.
shut fucking down.
Because they're all going to get chubby anyway, babe. You know that. Fuck
I
off,
hardly
man.
fucking say
Fuck
that.
right off. You fucking Jesse. I would never look. You're the only bum I ever want to see.
This man wears padded shorts. Let's just
Pads.
fucking...
Aye, and that's the bar. And I'm above you.
You better not wear them at the gym. That better be only for cycling.
Fucking more than one time to get in Ricardo's tits. No, strictly speaking, I finished
Are they
altitude training.
obvious that they're padded shorts?
Oh, aye.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Is it?
aye.
Aye.
But I had my gym shorts over them. I had my gym shorts over them. So
Oh, are they like an Under Armour type setup? I didn't care.
no, they're
Those
like
padded short, like what?
So
like
Ken, when they're on the
cycling.
bike seat and that, it stops their arse for getting sore and everything because it's got the extra padding.
So there's a pad
you got
sewn
pads
into
on
the
your
shorts.
It is functional, like,
it's,
regardless as to how
it has
OP it
Just
is.
for when you're cycling.
Like anybody that wants to think they're solid and be like, aye, fucking wearing a pad. Right, let's jump on the bike. We'll do 10K. We'll see how you feel about these shorts. You'd be like, how much? And so I'd finished altitude training in the lab and then went straight to the gym.
Right.
And I put my shorts over it. And Ricardo was like, what the fuck's that? And I was like, I'm not
Why is he
changing
looking
that.
at your arse?
How
a
do
good
they know
question.
you've
That
got
is a
the padded
good
ones
question.
on?
Very
and
good
shorts
You must
on
have seen the
top?
difference. He's like, I wasn't as big yesterday.
Aye, he's probably who's been near my fuck, that's my arse. Do you know what I've fucking seen? I don't know if you've seen talking about these shorts. Have you seen these clips coming up and it's a guy wearing the shorts
No.
in the gym? What the fuck is that all
Is it a
about?
wind up or...
It's like satire. So it's like in the gym. So the camera is zoomed in as if it's a bird's arse, and then it zooms out,
All
and then
right,
it's
so
a
it's
guy.
just for a crack. He's not genuinely
Mate, it's
wearing
fucking
them.
suspect as it is. Like, you can't look. You're like, nah.
Is it convincing, like?
Well, it's that catches you off guard because you think it's like every other post that you see.
So yes, it's convincing.
And
That's what
you,
you're saying.
you go, you're like, whoa.
Now who's being Switzerland?
Yeah.
It's fine. You like the look of a boy's arse.
No, it's euthanasia
It's just
material.
It's nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's nightmare fuel. But they like he goes and then goes around the gym, starts squatting in the Smith machine with the shorts on, and I'm like, nah, mate, this is too far. A joke's a joke, but that's fucking plenty.
I thought you meant folk were genuinely wearing them. I'm like, oh no.
Like constant posts aimed at a gym when you that's open down the road from the other local gyms.
You
You
know
know
this
that.
last time.
Yeah, we did get that.
Still,
last
it's
time.
still ongoing by the sounds of it.
Somebody's really
Same
happy about
person.
that.
No,
No.
different.
I'm assuming the gym that was there first is the one that's posting about the
Aye.
new gym because
Yeah.
they're concerned they're going to lose business.
Yeah.
But if you had confidence in your gym, you would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like another tattoo shop could open up next door to me. I'm no stressing.
Yeah.
And if you know your worth, you'll be fine.
You get that though, like some folk cover bean or bonnet about that.
Aye, big time.
Very fucking.
This is my patch.
It's very territorial. Very fucking territorial.
Aye, but like, and if another gym opened up next to another gym that you go to, and it is a better gym, you are going to go there. If it isn't a better gym, you're not going to. Ken, so there's no point posting up being like, oh, this is that and this whatever. Fucking like, Ken, take note why folk are leaving your gym and correct the issue.
Yeah. Aye.
It's pretty simple to be fair. When
I guess
Uh,
if you're
right,
only one up down the road though, you're like, you think
It
to
is,
yourself,
there's
I'll put
a,
this somewhere where I want my gym to be no.
aye, but there's
close
a
to another
moral,
gym.
there's a thing like that, like you shouldn't do that, but on the same token, if the property's right,
I know you can't really.
it is what it is, isn't it?
Well, I think the thing
business
that,
is
I think
business,
what
eh?
it was aimed at is the new gym that's opened up. Some of the machines are like generic machines and it's like, oh, these aren't branded, and it isn't this, and it isn't that, and it's like,
Oh wait, I did see a post about this actually.
you're not like you're training.
Is this a dig at levels?
It's dig at levels. And it's like you're training fucking physics. You're not training big. Like you're not going to get any bigger because the machine's branded.
Actually, it can't be the gym I'm thinking of then, because that's no in Cumbernauld.
Aye, so who's bitching about levels?
Somebody that's got really good branded equipment, and if they
I've seen a post off a gym saying about Panata and
What one
fucking
is some sort of new opening next to levels? Or is levels now?
Levels
is a new gym.
Levels is new, right?
Where's Limitless?
That's Cumbernauld as well, isn't it? Or that's Stirling.
I've never been to that.
I'm sure Limitless is in Stirling. Like, there's a Limitless post I've seen about mentioning the branded machines, but as far as I'm aware, they're not in the same area. Because Gaba's been to Limitless and it's Stirling.
I think it's Stirling.
Is it?
Aye, so it can't be.
Miles away.
So unless folk are just seeing gym posts and being like, oh, they're about this, but you're fucking 45 minutes away from each other, so it's not going to be about that.
There is another gym in Cumbernauld, though.
There'll probably be a big
but
area.
A decent one, I mean, there is, I'm sure.
I've never been through yet, to be
Neither
fair.
have I.
Levels
like
looks
a bit
decent.
close to your head.
Try to keep my breathing.
Fucking Darth
You're
Vader.
breathing heavy the daylight.
You're not any better, lad.
I've been alright.
I had to sit and listen. I couldn't work out who it was at first.
Hey,
I've
what
actually
about,
been-
what about fucking? I replied to this one. How do you guys get over body dysmorphia when on a bulk after a cut?
I seen you that just slagging fuck at your pal. eh?
It says you need to. The art to this for me is maintaining balance. So when your pal's on a cut, remind him how fucking tiny he is. When he's on a bulk, call him fat as fuck.
I've never had an issue with how I look when I've been lean. Ever.
I did. I had
Oh,
fucking
but they're
issue.
saying when you
There's
come
2
out of
points of
being lean, you're
dysmorphia
going
in that,
bulk.
'cause
Oh,
then-
when you start just getting
You start
fat.
getting
When you're
fat
at your
again.
biggest and you feel like you're losing all that size, and then you get to your leanest and you feel good, and then you have to get away from being that lean because you can't.
That's the way that they've written this. They're saying the body dysmorphia comes when you go onto a bulk after you've been on a cut. So assuming that the bad feelings on your eye.
for being lean.
Aye.
To,
You're going for a bulk, you're getting big.
See, initially, when you're getting fed and you're getting stronger and you're feeling fuller, it's great. It's just shite when you start to put weight on. But you can, it's temporary, so why you can don't hate too much initially.
well, it's just what we've went through.
You're just
I went
riding
through
through it,
recently.
huh?
You just see your first thing you do is shite because you feel like you're losing everything you worked for hard for, but you've got to come to terms with it. Be like, can I keep
I
this
have
lean?
not
There's no-
enjoyed
there's
putting weight
no
on
point.
at all.
I didn't really care.
But I
No,
wouldn't.
I've never really
But I
cared as
wouldn't go as
much.
far as saying I have body dysmorphia.
It's just
Because
in the
again,
vid-
it's like, right, get up a
it's
couple
that
of months
fucking
and it'll become
victim
half
camp in
again,
it.
eh?
Like,
I just need to stop being a bitch. Like, it's
Aye,
just part of the
fucking tighten
process.
up.
Just get on it.
I
The
reckon
thing is, you can get lean again. So why fucking bother?
You can
Just-
stay lean if you want to be fucking small, or you can get a bit softer and get bigger.
I reckon I'm with you. It's like getting a group of guys that want to get you harden the fuck up,
Aye,
stop
just
your pity party
Fucking,
pish.
aye.
Like get called, get a bit of rough and tumbling
could
out of the heart,
fucking
get a bit
90s
callous on your
slagging.
mind. People spending 5 minutes to set up a tripod for a 50k RDL.
That's a dig at someone specifically.
I think it matters what you're
Is that him
lifting,
again?
but the fucking
Is that-
Where
tripod.
am I looking?
Second on the right.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I nailed it. That's fucking funny though. We all know the
Spending
type.
5 minutes setting up your tripod, regardless of what you're doing. Like, just
Why do you have to spend so long setting up? Just fucking pop that up and fucking stick
Finding
your
the
phone
right
in it.
position.
It's
and all
just
that,
somebody
the right
saying-
height.
have a fucking tripod and just train.
Somebody sent me a picture. It was a boy fucking off flexing under the light, showing off the dick root and the abs, skinny,
The dick root.
the dick root, and they're getting at the fucking.
That's a good name. for
At the
that.
top of
I
it,
like
it's
that.
like, I've hit the big boy weight. So it's a picture of the scale, 69 kilos. Strength and power's going up, the fucking flex and the dick root out. I was like, Jesus, man. That's like, it's like guys go in the gym seem to like do 2 sets.
69.
See, it's like,
kilos,
I'm going in, I've got the broccoli here, I've done 2 sets, my first ever gym session. Let me get under lights, flex. Everything's going well. Do you want to buy my coaching program? Should I get on trend?
There's a guy in flex. He looks older. Maybe he'll be in his 40s. No shape, no size, no nothing to him, but he walks on like he's carrying 2 carpets and he's standing in front of the mirror like he's fucking arch. And I'm just like, who the
And
You always wear a tight top
can
and
you
like
not know?
his joggies are pulled quite. I know who you mean. Right? And they fucking.
Tight top tucked in. There's a
Aye.
tucker in
No,
it.
it's not just tucked in. Like his joggers are pulled up to like his belly button. He looks like a fucking tit.
Kind of one of it,
Yeah.
definitely. Aye. And everything he does is wrong.
Terrible.
Aye.
But he's been told. Folk have tried to help him and he just goes, nah, fuck off.
Aye.
Same thing.
Yeah, he's in his head. He is the fucking boy.
You can see him, like, he watches himself in the mirror
Aye.
when he's doing it too.
Aye.
And you're like, fucking get out of yourself, man.
Aye. There's people like that. It says here the next one was why do guys doing any sort of tricep pull down have to let go and slam the weights?
Listen now.
Ricardo in every weight. Ricardo
Did you just
say how light the weight is, he's fucking.
See, sometimes if
Man,
it's
Ricardo,
heavy,
that weight
and
isn't
you've-
heavy, mate. What the fuck? What are we doing here? You know,
if
it's
it's
like
heavy and you got to put it down, sometimes it can make a noise, but I've never seen any kind just let go.
no. Ricardo looks like he's just picked up a fucking PB deadlift every weight. Do you know when they used to get the cameras and they would dial them up and they'd have the fake weights and it'd all be the photo shoot? You had to make the faces.
Aye.
That's Ricardo in every set. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you're even warming up. I've got a picture of him. He looks like fucking Gru. He was doing the rear delts today. You know, I was like, how the fuck do I recognise this? And I'm running through my fucking memory bank. That's fucking Gru to Despicable Me. Show you a picture. It's fucking funny.
Right, it's the nose,
Funny. That one's for you, mate.
He's just voice noted me as well. I wonder what he's angry about. He only voice notes me when he's angry, yeah.
Let's have a mutual rant about
Right,
the
we've
world.
got right here. I'll give you the run because this was we're on a run here. Cunts who don't train legs, fake natties, fanny pads for squatting. That's the pad behind the neck.
Pussy pads, aye.
I didn't realise that was what it is. I thought somebody was like fucking going to control their bladder. Fitness, fast fashion. I don't know what that is either.
What? Fitness, fast fashion.
Don't know.
I don't know what
It's
that
like
means.
that's a neurospicy term, that thing, you know.
Is it?
High
I
rocks,
don't know, because it's never
high
heard it
rocks and
before.
electrolytes, and get Ricardo back on.
I don't know. I've obviously never done high rocks, so I didn't
High
kind of link
rocks
between.
and electrolytes.
Is that a common?
You can't go hard enough in an hour to need the electrolyte. Like, I don't know what the fucking deal is there.
It was one of my clients literally about a month ago, man, when I mailed you the fucking hybrid rock star. I'm like, it doesn't mean that. He's like, fucking Google the cunt. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking awful.
We guys who are optimal online coaches who stay with their mum and dad.
Again, that'll be a dig at someone directly.
These people might start putting the names in, calling them out properly.
Especially if we're not going to call out who's asking the questions.
Hey.
eh?
Maybe we should call
these
them
are
out for
better.
no fucking
Nah, this-
calling them out.
Aye. They need to actually start telling us who the fuck they're talking about.
Or we're going to call you out. That
Aye,
would be
we're
the deal.
gonna- if you don't
need
name,
to
we're gonna
fucking-
name
You
you.
need to name and shame, or you will be named
Aye,
and shamed.
you will be fucking named.
Next
And then
time
we
we'll
can
have no
adjudicate
questions.
if
I will add their Instagram to the fucking show.
And we'll
notes.
tag everybody in. But we'll not attach it to any question. They need to go through and find out who was who.
Aye, yeah.
Like, really mix it up. Say, here's your potential. Like, just like a weird version of Guess Who.
No.
You played Guess Who. It's like, who is behind this comment? do they have a private or public profile? And then flip the at down. Right, so that's a reasonably. This is one of the ones that I thought was probably a reasonable question. If you had to start gear from scratch, never touched fuck all before, where would you start?
Test.
That's an easy one.
Full stop.
I would start where I started, which was with just test.
Yeah, literally
I just
test.
wouldn't do the silly shit I done after that. I started out well and then got silly.
Aye,
Hey,
just,
that's
just
where we all
testing.
start is 1 milli test a week.
test
That's
each.
the starter. That's the. What's
There
what
you
gets
go.
you going?
1 mil a test, fucking get it in, rock and roll. I don't know where this came from, but I've got a suspicion it was directed at you, Mikey.
All right, go on then.
And you'll see why. It's a cheeky finger in the arse from the missus after a
Why
leg
would that be
session.
aimed at me?
If there's 4 of us here,
That's Robbie.
if we vote, if we put a poll up and says who out of the 4 of us would this be aimed at, that would be unanimous.
There's only one person in this room who's publicly told us his missus went for it, and it isn't me.
Fair.
So that could be aimed at the big man.
Would you like that sort of thing, Adam?
No,
Only in Marbella.
no.
Right.
I wasn't in either.
Is that a Marbella
Just a
thing?
tickle.
Just, just a caress.
You see, you're trying it out.
She went for
To
it.
be fair, I don't know if she knew where her hands were, to be fair.
She's like, I'm going to use
I
you
need
as
to
a
cut
puppet.
that out.
Yeah, I've already done these. Done them. Like, what's your biggest X in the fitness industry?
Probably just cunts fucking lying.
Like
Kind of like all the fitness influencers are just talking shit on Instagram, blurting like they can what they're talking about, and it's all bollocks. Everything they're doing is just bollocks. Talking bollocks, all the shit's bollocks, they're bollocks. Fuck off. Shut your pass.
There's one that popped into my head the other day is coaches that say that if your first question is how much do you charge, you're no serious and they're no interested in speaking to you.
They just want something cheap. It's like tattoos. How much for this?
No, but I
There you
think
go.
that's a relevant question though.
Yeah, but not the first
When it-
one.
Well, how I know? Because you might have a budget in your head, but you don't want to waste anybody's time when it comes to coaching. Because some
That's
coaches
fair.
are,
Okay, yeah.
some coaches are 500 quid a month. So why waste going through a call, filling out a questionnaire, blah, 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 for them to then go on 500 quid a month and then you're like, that was a waste of everyone's time.
Not true. Yeah, you've got a point
I think
on that one.
obviously there are obviously a lot of people who are time wasters like that, but somebody could be serious, but they
might not be able to afford it.
They've
Yeah,
got
for
a
sure.
budget,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to just say, you're no fucking serious because you asked me how much.
Yeah, you've got
Well,
a
flip
point
it on
there.
its head. What if your first question when you were on that call was, what's your budget? Right off the bat before you found out anything. Is that fair?
I think it would depend on what they're after too, because some coaches, depending on what your kind of lifestyle client, prep client, blah, 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 and there's a different price depending on what you're looking for.
That's what I mean. It's like that weird kind of like unwritten rule about being like wenched that be brought up. Like if your first question is how much, and then if the shoe's on the other foot, like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If the coach
Yeah,
is
that's
what to
like what
go,
you're saying. Like, there's different ways
Aye.
of coaching. Like, there's
I think it's fair both ways because then you're not wasting anybody's time. If they can't afford it, there's no point speaking any further.
The thing is, if someone mails me and just like, what's your day rate, I'll ask them first what they're looking for.
it
Because,
differs.
well, first off, it opens the conversation up. And then secondly, it can find out whether it's something you do or don't do.
But that's fair. But then some of these guys are just saying, "Well, you asked
Like, I'm
me
not
that,
slagging
so I'm
something
not
off for
interested."
asking me how much
But
it
that's
is,
what they're
but,
doing.
yeah.
They're putting on their stories and they're saying, "If you message me this, I'm not even going to reply to you because you're not serious. You
No,
shouldn't
okay.
care.
Oh, I get what you're...
You don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
your
yeah.
goals enough
Aye.
because all you're worried about is money.
Yeah.
But people have a budget. It's
Yeah.
not infinite money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've seen folks say that if you want it enough, you'll pay fucking whatever. But it's not that fucking simple.
Yes and
but
no.
it's
If you're
not
in
that
the finance...
expensive either.
It depends.
really.
But, well, if you're paying 500 quid a month, most people will struggle to pay that.
But they could sell their house and live in the street and get a coach.
But I couldn't justify that
Couldn't you justify what?
for a coach. £500 a month.
500's a bit much. Like,
I think so.
fuck
Aye.
Aye.
I think it's fucking.
Especially if somebody's doing an off season. There's like,
I don't know it. Who's charging that?
Pro coach.
Oh, as in that guy?
Racetrack.
Yeah.
He's
Is he?
about 500 quid a month supposedly.
Huh.
Oh, it was quite
In fact,
reasonable.
he is. Aye.
He doesn't look like he trains himself. If it's the boy I'm on about. He was at Two Bros wearing the pro coach hoodie and all that. Just like a normal bloke.
There's a couple of them now, but Racetrack's the one that started it. He used to have a tash, quite tall, but he doesn't particularly look like he trains. No, he is a good coach. No fairness, he turns a lot of folk pro. That's kind of his thing. Turns folk pro. But I don't know how you can justify.
Well, you mean
£500
it's,
a month.
would you justify it as if there's apparently some of these organisations where you can get a pro card for doing a cheeky fucking Sukalaminka, or you can pay a coach 500
Fucking
quid to
do
get you in
neither.
shape.
I've spoke to pro coach.
Aye, but which
and
one, if you had to pick, if you can't justify the 500, could you justify the fucking
I'll go play golf or something.
2 minutes of your life?
I've had a chat with pro coach and he fucking told me I'll do it for a discount, $450 a month, and I was like, mate, I can't. It's no about affording it. I can't justify that. You've got to spend 10 minutes a week on my check-in. Fair enough, your initial setup takes a lot longer, but 10 minutes of your time a week, and you want to pay me to pay you £500 a month for $450. No, I just think that's fucking wild.
Well, it depends what result you're going to get out of it, because it's not so much the time, it's what experience and
I
expertise
know
you're going
there
to
is
bring.
that as well,
Like,
but
what are you going to get me from here to there? And how big is that here to there with that experience? And like, I guess you would need to know is, what do they know? What could they do? like what wisdom and experience have they got that would give you that value? Because it's not about
You've got to send
if you
them
can
pictures
afford
of
it.
your
You're like,
shite, mate.
what? The what?
You've got to send them pictures of your shite. I'm not even joking.
You what?
Apparently,
Your actual shit.
part of your weekly check-in is
A stool sample.
what it's like, and then I believe that sometimes you ask for a picture.
What colour's your poo?
What?
Aye.
What is it determining for a picture of your shite?
How healthy your shite is, I guess.
How do you
But still,
tell?
that's
Like, is it
dependent
a
on what you're eating.
is it a health shite scale?
You don't remember that one?
Go
that
and
was on the
fucking
telly
Google
that
a
used to
healthy
go on
shite.
about
I
your
want to
shite?
see what a healthy shite looks like.
What was her name? I used to see her on the telly. She used to go on about having healthy shites. Soft, fluffy poos, she used to say. Fucking
clue
weird.
who
What are
you're
you
talking
watching?
about.
Health nut, mate.
What
It was my
the
mum that
fuck
was
are
watching
you-
it when I was like fucking 12.
Oh, we're going way back.
Ah,
No
right,
wonder,
okay.
you,
Jesus,
no
I've
wonder
got a
you're
clue.
as fucked as you are now. That explains a lot.
I know a lot about
Poor
poo.
wee Adam at 12 sitting in front of the telly. I wonder
wanna
if my,
say
my
her name
poo's
was,
fluffy and soft.
Gillian.
He's always doing sort of healthy shite though. Ken.
Well, I mean, have you seen any healthy shites in your
It's a
time
happy
since
day
then?
when I have a healthy shite.
Do you come out and tell Dad, like, yeah, come and check this out, look.
Is that healthy? What?
Fucking been months since I had one of them.
I'll take a photo and send it to my mum.
Fucking pretty proud of that. Take a picture, send it out, put it in the group chat. Oh, it's a cracking shite that was. Why are folks so scared to admit their own gear? Who gives a fuck? Use it, eat well, train hard, stop caring.
I think
A fairly
it
fucking
doesn't really
conclusive.
matter now
It
if you're
doesn't
on
really
gear or not.
matter,
Your hard
Does
work will
anyone care
debate.
anymore?
I don't think anyone does give a fuck anymore.
Michael Tren, he fucking he's backed himself into the biggest corner ever.
Aye.
It's
You
like a big
can't
secret.
come out that
They,
now.
they're fucking away with it.
He is
how they
fucking.
go about it. It's
I
fucking
mean, he is
ridiculous.
juiced to the fucking tits.
Who we talking
And he
about?
looks good. Michael
Michael
Hearn.
Hearn.
Oh, Hearn.
Completely always.
Baby, don't want me.
Looks good, to be fair.
And I mean, he
No,
looks.
I didn't.
I don't care either way.
He
But
looks.
like,
He looks fucking good. See if he's on peak juice. He looks good.
I
You
think
go
it's for
fair
his
play.
age too, like, because he must at least be.
Do you know
like,
the thing that I think that fucked him up is that he looks more ridiculous with the amount of fillers and Botox and shit like that. He's got that feline look now. And like, mate, what have you done?
Yeah, he's in LA. It's gonna happen.
what age is he? But because
He's about fucking 280 years old.
He must be.
age.
I'm gonna put him.
He's trying to hide
Don't
that
I
think
think
age.
he's, I think he's mid-50s.
Mike.
I thought with all that work he's had done, he must be 60 odd to
What
go
we
that
thinking?
far.
Michael
60.
Tren. This is funny, this one. I don't think they've seen...
56. I'd be happy if I looked at 56
I mean,
years old.
do
you
you-
know what I mean?
What is, mate,
What
that's
if
not
his
how he
point-
looks though. That's not how he looks.
What do you mean it's not how he
Aesthetically,
looks?
he's
All the work he's had done.
Oh no, but like
bro, it's the duck eggs. He's not had any work done. He's
his
natural.
physique, he must still put a shift in though.
Aye, but
Aye, you don't look like that, no, do you?
No, he's been great. Like, you've seen him lifting weights. He doesn't fuck about in the gym. Like he gets in about it, and I think that was
He's
his
definitely
whole.
on shit. Like I've never seen him not sweating like fuck.
apparently
at all
says
times.
he's on height 6 foot something, and he's
Aye, it's like 6'2",
280 pounds or 270. No, he's not.
Well, that you seen that boy that wants to fucking scale him, and he
And
was
he
just,
won't do it.
and he just point
Point
he's like,
blank,
he's
smash
like, you
the
get
scales.
fucking in shape, and I'll
But he
fucking hang
always,
in.
when he's done one of his wee videos,
Fucking scale him. That needs to be. That's a fucking
I would
ton
like
of
get him on a
that.
scale.
Scale him. That sounded a cross between skin him, a reptile, and fucking some sort of weird Mad Max
The camera
competition.
keeps chasing him round the show with scales.
all the
Like, what's
expos,
that?
it's
Aye,
actually
aye,
funny
aye,
as fuck. He's like,
aye.
just jump on the scales.
He gets a lot of folk. I don't know why you wouldn't just jump on the scales.
'Cause
But
lying
then
about his
it's
weight.
like, folk lie about it.
Lying about his weight.
Aye, but who fucking cares? Do you know what I mean?
Mate, he looks fucking dynamite. The guy looks incredible.
I couldn't
Wait,
give a
what
shit what he
see if
weighs.
you look that
You know what
good.
I mean?
It doesn't matter what the scale says. You're fucking in unbelievable shape.
Yeah.
It's just because there's so many bodybuilders with small egos, though. That they
No, I get that.
they
But
fucking lie about their weight.
It's because they're lying to the full, like they've got massive followings and they're essentially lying to everyone.
And it's that
they're-
whole grand reveal. It's like we've lied for this long. We've maintained
yeah.
the
And
lie.
boys
keep
just
it
want to
going,
see,
eh?
Like, even
just
if he
stop
wants to
lying.
disclose it
It's
now.
like the boy, the same as you did, isn't it? He looks class. Just tell the truth
who
about
cares,
it.
huh?
though.
And but
Fuck
there's
me.
going to be some fucking batch of his audience that still believe
Oh,
Natty.
he's natty.
100%.
They're like, don't you talk about Mike like that. Mike has been a lifetime
That's
who
natural.
was talking about him? I can't mind if it was a Joe Rogan type person or someone on a podcast, and Michael Hearn came up and they're like, oh, he could be natural. He's put a shift in and this and that, and it's like, no, he's no.
I could be natural.
Kind of like
too.
Martin Ford's like, I could tell you right now, anyone who's on gear. What about The Rock? Oh, I don't know. You know, seen that clip?
No.
It's
I've seen that
Yeah,
clip.
it's a good one. Like, it's like, I'll be able to
I
tell you
can't. Well,
immediately if anyone's on stuff. What about The Rock?
Do you know his
like,
approach? I like Dan Bilzerian's approach to it because he's just fucking straight down the line. Does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I think he was talking about Michael Earn and he's like, dude, this guy's fucking jacked. And I think it's one of the things is like, see when you get people, like the group of people that think Michael Hearn is natural are people that are fucking natural.
Is this the one? Oh, no. No, it's not.
Did she admit he takes them? That.
The what?
Did I ask him if he takes them or that? No.
I'll need to find it. There's one where he just says, like, I'll be able to tell you straight off the bat if anyone's taking gear. And then he gets asked about The Rock and he's like, nah, not a clue.
So the whole fucking bit where you go, look, these people that are natural believe that they're natural. They've got no fucking basis because they haven't went through it and seen the change.
Yeah.
And then anybody that's been, people have done one cycle, look at Michael and go 100%. There's no, I don't know anybody that's been on juice that's went, that guy's natural. Nobody. No fucking chance.
You see some guys that are lifetime that and you're like, no danger, lad.
Well, I seen a picture of that guy. There's a guy who I think he's like 63, lean, inch, like decent shape, and he's like a natural. He looks natural, and like more power to him. Old guy, you know, he's fucking training away, good physique, and I'm like, well, good on you. But the thing being is like we said in the last one. People want to see the freaks. We want to see big, freaky motherfuckers. Like nobody's went, oh, you know, like it's admirable you get in good shape, but there's nothing freaky about it. It's when you get something, you're like, what the fuck?
That's just
is
getting
that?
like out of date now, though, ain't it? Because then these folk are probably lying about no taking stuff from being natural. It's because they want to give you that image where this is the look that you can obtain,
Which you can't.
and then folk buy into it because they can get to it. Some can, but that's the thing, they're getting to something that it's on a lie as well. Ken.
I
It's
remember
not the
like
truth.
I remember like Muscle and Fitness. I started buying the Muscle and Fitness magazine about 2006, and it was still then the like Jay Cutler is selling like fucking hydro cuts or something. It's like you can get in this shape if you take this. It's like no fucking danger, Rico. And it was that whole bit. It was Bigger, Stronger, Faster was a documentary with the model was like, look, I don't take any of this shit. He's like, I'm on fucking juice and this, that, and the next thing. He just rhymes off all the stuff. And he's like, this is just used to sell product. They just want to jump in the back.
That's one of the best folk to watch with that was like Lee Priest. He would just fucking be like, none of this is fucking working. This isn't the way. Like, you do that, and that. He would just say it how it was.
Right, what if you had to get a cut? If you had to cut a finger or toe off to survive, which one would go? The hand or the foot? So I'm assuming they're talking about you.
I want one of my toes fucking cut off and I
Same.
can't get the cunt done.
I want that fucking
You all want a toe?
big one.
That wee one at the end, I keep fucking ripping the fucking skin off it and it's always fucking sore. I want the thing cut off. See, just that bit there.
There's fuck all wee about that.
Lad.
I know. I thought there was one next to it going to be smaller.
I know. I actually was looking for one. That's fucking huge.
Fucking hell.
For a wee toe.
Aye, it's fucking.
Mate,
it's bigger than my next thing now.
My pinky toe is about half the
That's
size
awesome.
of that.
That's like
That's
a
all
normal,
scar
that's
tissue,
like a
lad.
normal sized toe.
Mate, that's a fucking
Of course it's a normal
gigantic
size
pinky
No,
toe.
but like no like a pinky toe.
All right.
You and your fucking
I want that
gigantic feet.
lopped off, huh?
I genuinely thought you had something tucked underneath that. I was like, that's not
I
a
was
pinky
like,
toe.
Had a sick one.
That looks like a
I
normal
was counting
person's
them.
thumb.
Where's the
Right.
small toe?
That's a normal person's thumb. That's where your wee toe should
It
be.
needs lopped off. It's
No wonder you
fucking
keep
sore.
fucking buying it.
The fuck?
It looks a bit fucking black.
Aye, because it's been fucking fucked for about fucking a year. And any time it's nearly healed, I'll either catch it, break it, fuck it, put a pair of trainers on, rip the skin back off the nail and that. It's a constant fucking rigmarole, eh?
Doesn't look that bad.
No, but the pain.
It does look a bit black though, look.
Right, because it splits right along the top there and starts peeling back, eh? But no cunt will cut the cunt off, eh? I
What
don't
did you
need
ask
it.
for?
The karate.
Who are you asking?
I've asked GP, I've asked private surgeons, everything. They can't like, nah, nothing wrong with it. I'll
Well,
heal.
mate, they wouldn't cut my toe off when it was hanging off, so you've no
I
chance.
have no chance.
What's the fucking update on your toe? What's the situation with this?
I've fucking...
Some kinky fuckers out there, they want to see another picture of this toe. I'm like, what is wrong with you folk?
fucking-
Next time if I'm on holiday in Turkey, I'll send an email ahead of time. Be like, right, well, some can't lock my toe off here.
Oh,
That'd be
dead
your
in
best
Turkey.
bet, like.
Right,
They'll fucking
Yeah,
lock your
yeah.
toe off and stick fucking
do,
a full
easy.
set of teeth and get a hairline.
Right, only I.
There'll be a package deal.
Only if you get 22 new teeth put in your
22
mouth.
new teeth, hairline, and that fucking toe in a bag. Bring cash.
It would just be great because then I'd have no grief on my feet ever.
You just need to fucking get through that. So, how's your toe, Adam?
Still fucking fucked, I think.
It's
Have
so
they,
It's still sore, aye.
have they looked at it to see what the prognosis is?
No, so the nurses told me to go back and see my GP, which I've not done. I can't be fucked with it. I don't really. It's an inconvenience now if they cut it off. They've already said that's all they can do.
you've got another few recovery weeks after that, then back
Exactly.
to fucking.
There's a pain. It's not being
The
able
pain
to
will be
drag.
all the nerve damage inside there for sure. Like,
Obviously, I'm on my knees a lot at work, and
Are
it's
you?
fucking. I fucking knew that was coming. Hi, well, you need to stand up today, a socket. I fucking stool it down for me. I got to lie
Aye,
on the
you know
ground.
what fucking socket you're trying to get fucking screwed in, boy.
But it gets fucking sore. It's still got a slight purple colour. It's fucking
At least
about
it's
twice
not.
the size of the other one.
Is
Hey,
How is it getting shoes? You get any shoes easy enough?
I'm
Or
sure
you-
they're all right.
Are they?
But it'll be, by the end of the day, if I've been on my feet all day, it's fucking sore. And sometimes I'll just randomly get stabbing pains in it out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But
Does any of your missus watch fucking murder programs?
mine all the time.
You know, I think there's something really fucking sinister. Seems to be a real theme.
So I seen a thing recently, and apparently folk that watch the murder, death, crime series before they go to sleep and sleep no bother. It's like
I've seen that.
it's like a key sort of hanging to psychopathic fucking behaviour.
That sticks. I'm like, I'll come into the room and I'm like fucking like sorting out what I need to get sorted out for the morning. And I'm like, what the fuck are you listening? Like, what are you watching?
Aye.
And you hear like, yeah, everything was going fine, and then cuts to the scene, and she was in jail
It's the
because she
American, it's
murdered
the
an
American
entire
ones
family.
that are
Like, what
wild.
the fuck are you watching at 11 o'clock at night?
Okay, there's been
And it's
some,
every time you
Aye.
come in and it's like, you fucking like sneaky murder program.
I don't know why you wouldn't be able to sleep after that, though.
no, I wouldn't have an issue, but like
I can sleep
apparently,
after anything.
No, it's been like if they watch it every day and they find comfort in it or something, it's a bit more like.
I'm not interested. I don't care about.
As you fucking gently
she-
caress
she
your
was-
ass.
She was sitting watching the London bombing thing that's came on Netflix the other day, the fucking back to back. Okay, and it's just kind of, and then watching the American murder things about all these mad killings that happen in the back countries in America. I don't care about this murderer that was kicking on through the
Like that's
80s,
that's the
90s,
good thing about the conspiracy theory stuff, because like, see when you get in the fucking real depths of conspiracy theories, and you get threads of how wild the shit can go,
Aye.
and you get somebody that will come out with something and they think it's edgy, and it's like, this isn't even, you're not even scratching the surface.
No, it's true.
I think a serial killer nowadays would be impressive because it'd be really
Impressive.
well, it'd be really difficult. CCTV, mobile phones, like you wouldn't came back and you've got cunts that were killing through the 60s, 70s, 80s, racking up bodies. They can't fucking care because and half them, it's like on a particular route they took for work, and some salesman that's on the road, and he's just stopping in wee towns and executing cunts. Whereas now with surveillance, traffic cams, fucking it would be so difficult to do it now.
I'm doing a lot of the behaviour profiling for the neurocognitive intelligence work that Chase Hughes does. He's a 20-year military intelligence veteran, the guys that would talk you into giving away state secrets, and they would use all these tactics. And one of the bits that they're talking about is like behaviour profiling. So little things that you can notice, like little movements, little facial expressions, micro tells, and it's the body just leaking out information. And one of the serial killers, I think it was Bind, Torture, Kill, BTK, and he had a fucking mega body count, and they were profiling. They could not find him because he was an ex-cop. I'm sure he was either a cop or an ex-cop. So he was very, like, he knew what to avoid. And when they finally, the FBI profiled him, and what they found out was that this killer was profiling the people. And then when they eventually caught him, it was like, here's the profile of the people he's going for. And he must be like analysing these types of it. They're not random that this sort of group of people are being targeted. And then when they eventually caught him, they analysed what he was doing. They sat down, like the psychologist, and wondering what he was doing. And he was like, I could tell the victim by the way they walked, like the information that they were bleeding out. He's like, that's them.
Do you know what's that TV show Lie to Me? Tim Roth. He plays a behavioural science guy, and he'll ask for questions. He's like, yeah, he's like, I never said that. He's like, yeah, but see that wee thing here that he's like, yeah, that's that. You fucking told me. You might not say that, but your face just tell me. Really good series, actually.
It's weird when you get somebody, because you get, like, I'll say, like, they've said it, and I was like, you didn't like that. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, you didn't like what was said there. Like, how did you know? And I said, well, because you did this. And they were like, fuck, did you know that?
Body language, facial cues. And
I always find it fascinating. There was Chase Hughes there was a panel of 4 or 5 behavioural experts, and they had the guys on, and basically 4 of the panel said, "Oh no, the guy's innocent." Chase Hughes, no, he's not. And they're like, "What is it you seen?" And he's like, "Right there," and he shows like his way of working was there's a baseline behaviour. So like, see all these, like, see if you get somebody that's really fidgety and really agitated just by their nature, they're a bit skittish. He's like, so that's their baseline behaviour. So a lot of behaviour, like experts, so-called experts, will be like, well, you know, that could be deception. Or he's like, no, it's not. He says that's their natural. That's their natural state. He says what you're looking is for the deviations. He says so the deviations tell you what's going on, and it was fucking fascinating because it was a father who'd murdered the daughter, and like it was a cold case. Nobody could figure out what was going on. It was naturally, it was like interviewing the father, interviewing the dad about like how did it come about, what was going on, and they were like, no, it's like a cold case. Jesse Hughes, he done it. It's him, and he was right. He says eventually came out. Police fucking eventually got enough evidence and pinned it on him, but a real cold case, and it was just the information he was leaking, and it was the same as that bind, torture, kill. He was analysing the profile, like, you know, are they more kind of like introverted? Are they more susceptible? Do they lack confidence? Will they put up a fight? Will they be more compliant? He was working all that out with their posture and the way they would stand. So,
see, the cunt in America got caught because his granddaughter did their ancestry.
huh?
He'd been after this cunt, he'd been active for about 30 years and then just stopped. And he'd obviously met a missus and had a family and just didn't go back to killing that again.
Just
And
took a bit of time off. Sabbatical.
He just stopped and it was like, oh. And then his granddaughter's done her ancestry, done her DNA, and obviously it's pung. And the cunt's in like his 70s or 80s now. And it's obviously this lassie wasn't alive when these murders were committed, so you must be directly related to the cunt that did that, and it ended up being him who got done. There was a lot.
Oh, they've back engineered the DNA, so they found the DNA.
They're looking for his DNA. She's ran the test,
Yep.
and it's the DNA they're looking for.
And they're running back the family tree
Aye.
to see where this
Who was
matches.
alive? Who could have done this?
Yeah.
Who could have been here and there? And the count was fucking mint, exponential. He'd done a good fucking effort.
In fairness, I mean, that like you hat off to the. I mean, I know it's the terrible circumstances, but you go, what a blinder to play. Go, look, I've done this. I'm over it, and I'm going to just have a normal life.
Horrible cunt of stuff he'd done. Like,
Was it
it was rough. Like,
really bad?
really bad, really
Jeez.
bad. Can he like break into this? Kind of if he was gonna can attack a family, he'd break in ahead of time and stash what he needed. So then he's went in, got everyone sat down, and just opens the cupboard and takes his fucking assault kit out, and they're like, Ken, fuck, he's already planned this shit. He's already been in the house, huh?
That's pretty sinister planning that.
Right, pretty rough. Like when you read into what he done.
I'll tell you
before,
what the other there's that BTK came out with a belter, and I thought,
I've never heard of that.
oh,
Huh?
he was there was two one. There was one called the Toy Box Killer, and there was one called Bind, Torture, Kill. And the Toy Box Killer was just, I mean, how they've not made a horror movie, what this guy was up to. But there's a tape that he used to play, like a pre-recorded tape that he would play his victims. Fucking hell, man. So when they eventually caught, they got all this evidence, and they were like, this is what they're playing. So just like the trauma that it's creating, but even before it was wicked. In the BTK, he had a fucking, like, it was smart in terms of what he did, but you wouldn't want to be in the receiving end of it. That's for sure. Would you, mate? I reckon.
Why would I want to?
Because Robbie put in a comment, and we'll call him because Robbie likes to be called out. But he's put in. I seen it just before when I was out there. He's like, "Does Mikey get pegged?" That was one of the questions.
He's obsessed. Ken, what? See for a.
He wants admission for you. Like, I think he believes it, and I think he feels it.
Ken, when you have someone that goes on about something, it's like he's looking for a partner in this world of his.
Well, you think he can open up if you open up?
100%. I think he's getting railroaded every night after work.
You think so?
He gets shake doing it.
Do you think it's because he works away and then he goes home and he needs that special touch?
Who knows? Who knows what goes on? But for someone to go on about it enough, he's definitely.
And see when it's getting done to
it's
him.
like he wants a friend in his little one.
But is it a friend? Does he want a friend that he can confide in? Or does he want to open up and say, when it's happening to me, I think of you?
We'll find out on the 10th, we'll get him asked live on camera.
Hey, here's one. There was somebody that DM'd me and they were like, they didn't put it in the chat box, but they were like, you know what really fucking pisses me off? And it was a follow on for probably what we spoke about the last one, was how the conversation got up. It was about me taking the wee man to the gym. He's like, that's brilliant. He says, your fucking wee boy looks jacked for 12. Awesome to see. It's great to see his dad like getting involved, you know, and encouraging him. And he's like, I'm taking that lead with my daughter, getting her into doing stuff. She's training. A little bit of encouragement. She's absolutely flying. He says, you know what really fucking gets on my wick? He says, see when I go and pick my wee lassie up for school, is all these fat kids and all these fat parents.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're blaming it on everything else but themselves. And he's like, you see, the wee bit of work that you could take, and you've got these fat parents that have got fat kids, and nobody's taking the blame.
Yeah.
And it's that prevalent that you people. It's not like, you know, when you. I remember when I was at school, there was like one fat person out of a class of 30. Now,
One or two.
one or two normal sized people, and everybody's carrying excess weight and fat. The parents are playing the victim. What chance the kids got? They're just not taking responsibility. And it's funny because some of the comments, I don't know if you've seen some of the comments last time, which I thought was really interesting. Tell me what you think of this. Loads of the comments, weirdly on TikTok, which is fucking feral, as you know. Like, it's a fucking wasteland, that place for the comments. Anything goes unless you talk about the CCP, then they shut you down. Or set a picture of his toe in. But what they were doing was the comment section looked something like this. And I thought, that's fucking interesting that this came out. Loads of parents gone, I'm fat and I hate myself for it, but I wouldn't do it to my kid.
Why do you not do something about yourself as well then?
It's
fucking hard.
I was thinking to myself, see if you can do that for your kid. Go a wee bit further and do it for you. Like, so if you can do that for your kid and you love and care about your kid that much, give them something to look up to. Mm-hmm. Be that role model. Go that wee bit further. And if you're not doing it for you because you've got such low self-esteem or such low value in yourself, or you don't see yourself that way, go fucking push yourself a bit. But don't push yourself for you, push yourself for them. They don't want to be in the playground and their fucking fat mum or fat dad shows up. It's fucking embarrassing. You know, and it's like sports day. You know, sports day now, and you're fucking as a weapon. Like, nah. Look, get yourself fucking sorted, get into shape. What do you think?
I agree completely.
Yeah.
We, Mikey, you're first hand. You would have been that fucking disgustingly fat dad at sports day.
Aye,
You'd have been a fucking mess.
It was awful.
The biggest mess.
Aye.
There would have been nobody have topped you.
No, definitely. No, at Ragnar School anyway, definitely the fattest cunt. Actually, no, I don't think I was the fattest cunt at Ragnar School. There's still some proper fucking heavy cunts at the school. Came when he was at Longridge, but I was definitely in the top fucking, on the top shelf with them all, like, for sure. It's not a good way to fucking be. Kind of, it's shite, because you want to do stuff with your kids. Obviously, I'm tall as well, so the weight I was can we go to a trampoline park? Can I? I'm too fucking heavy. I'm literally over the weight the trampoline can take. Oh, let's go ape. Can I? Too fucking heavy. There's so many things that, like, most folk, obviously, if you're an average parent, even if you're a fat cunt, you're never going to be over or learn that there are weight limits to things you can do with your children, but they're fucking there. You're over 20 stone, you kind of got a trampoline park.
That's me.
I've been to them over 20 stone.
No, so have I, but
Fucking
it's
enough
questionable. Like, do you know what I mean? You're sinking off a fucking low in the trampolines,
Well, the boys that were a couple of boys were over in America tying up a deal, and they were popped into fucking Disneyland, Florida, which was creepy in
mate.
itself. But see, I was like, what in the fucking paedophile ring happened here that you ended up here, you creepy cunts? And I'm like, you think that's bad? Wait till you see this. The amount of people that were fucking massive
Remind us saying that
in the scooters
aye.
drinking a fucking Sprite.
trough.
The Sprite is like
Aye. It's a 2 hands, a bucket.
basically a fucking a water tank with a handle on it.
But mind, I mailed you when I was in Turkey about Land of Legends.
They're the same.
Well, I mailed you, be like, see when you were here the other year, was every cunt fat as fuck. I was the only person at the whole fucking place that had stepped foot in a gym, but every cunt's looking at me like I'm the one in the wrong.
You must have went on Fat Week. I wasn't there on Fat
Mate,
Week.
it was fucking bad, like, honestly. Just
Nah, I
every
never seen
cunt
that.
pipe fed
Were they
food and
walking?
shipped out of Turkey. Well, I mean, walking's a stretch, they were waddling.
Well, waddle. At least they were on their feet. All these
Fucking-
people in
But
Florida.
Ken, when like folk are looking at me as if I'm weird. And I'm like, you're fucking, Ken, you're as fucking tall as you are wide. What the
Aye.
fucking staring at me for?
It's when they have that look in the fucking scooter. They're on the moped and they're pouring.
Lad, I still
out
can't
it.
get over during COVID on Whitburn fucking High Street. There's this fucking mutant sitting in a mobility scooter with her mask round her chin, smoking, stuffing a Greg's in her face, having a go at some cunt for not wearing a mask, putting her health at risk. Are you fucking joking, hen? Ken, fuck me. You're putting my health at risk.
And that's
Right,
a perfect representation of like society now.
Yeah.
You owe me. I don't need to do anything. You need to protect me. It's this fucking virtue signaling bollocks.
It's just
and
all
this
excuses,
righteousness,
though.
self-righteousness. I don't want to do a fucking thing for myself.
Aye.
And I want you to do everything for me. I want the fucking government to pay. I want you to respect my disability. I want you to fucking feed me because I'm fat. I want you to get ramps because I'm a fucking mess.
Aye.
I want you to give me a scooter because I don't want to walk. Like, what the fuck? Like, I totally get the whole idea if somebody's got a perfectly legitimate disability, that something's happened, they've had an accident, they've had a crash, it's a medical fucking disease, all that sort of stuff. Absolutely 100% behind it. But self-inflicted shit like that is a no fucking go.
And I
Like,
said
you
it-
self-inflicted, like, you brought it on yourself.
I've said it before too. Like I have a job where I sit down all fucking day, barely move.
Yeah.
If I can drop seven stone in a year, nae cunt's got any fucking excuse. I've no got time. I can't do this. Well, I've done it. Okay, and 20 minutes a day it takes me to cook all my fucking food.
Yeah.
It's no hard. It really isn't hard.
What do you think's wrong with society?
Just lazy cunts. Like you say, they're on title, and like you said, everyone just expects to. Ken, you can become an absolute fucking drain on society, and people have to accept you. And if you don't accept them, they're wrong. You're wrong. I have a right to be a fat fucking mess. Yeah, you do, but don't fucking bleat about it and fucking Ken, do you, but don't fucking expect every cunt to live in your shit, tell you you're okay and it's healthy. It's fucking, isn't it?
You know, the thing like that, I think that's the thing that you can give a bit of perspective is because you see the gym and you go, for as much as we're talking about all the shite that happens in gyms and how it can be a bit of a fucking place that, you know, you get these wee situations, you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
At least people are getting on with it. At least they're actually in doing something. At least they're showing up. Like, at least you're fucking doing something about it and not sitting there being a leech in society. You're actually getting up off your arse. I mean, fair enough, you take you 5 minutes, you've got a broccoli here and you've got a tripod. I mean, you've made a start, you've got some progress to make, but at least you're there. Because you see fucking the way society is now, it's getting way worse. It seems to be accelerating as well. And that's the cool thing about people that do get to the gym is that they become so much an outlier compared to society because they just stand out, like you were saying on holiday. You go away on holiday and you're like, what the fuck has happened to all yous? And sure, it's like dedication, and as you said, it costs money, and you need to be disciplined. You need to put aside time, and it's fucking hard, and it's sore.
But when folk are looking at you, they're no hinking. Can folk don't look at you if they're a shit state? They don't look at someone in shape and be like, "Oh, he looks great." They'll pull you apart. Steroids. Look at the state of that cunt. He hanks he's this. He hanks he's that. Me.
It's the
like, shut the fuck up.
The one that cracks me up is that it's easy for you. It's easy for you because fill in the fucking blank.
It's like Charlie walked by in Turkey. She was walking behind me quite a lot, fucking, just to hear the comments. And I walked past some lass and there's like, look at that cunt walking like a fucking pterodactyl. I'm like, sound of one. I'll take that.
That's quite good.
I was like, what did the lassie look like? She's like, she was a bowling ball. I'm like, aye, figures.
Aye. It was quite good patter, but
Oh no, great. Fucking, creativity. She was up there, like, good effort for sure.
aye, but society's a fucking shit state.
But it's the same as anything. Anyone doing better than most people, they'll pull it down instead of congratulate it. Do you know what I mean?
There's a two ways to have the tallest building in town. You can build your own, which is hard and difficult and means commitment and you taking the actions and the steps and showing up. The other way you can do it is tearing another person's down. That doesn't take anything other than you shooting shit.
It's always the same. A guy drives past in a Ferrari, 9 times out of 10 people are like, wanker. Why is he a wanker? Why? Because you've not got one.
Yep. Aye, it's a fucking sad state of affairs, and that's what I'm saying. It's good to see people in the gym. Talking about the other end of the scale, what about skinny guys that think they're fucking big and solid?
I enjoy it. It's comical. Be good to step and kind of in their eyes for 5 minutes and see what they see in their head.
But they think that it's all about abs. It's like, it's all about abdominals.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed having abs. I did. I enjoyed the fucking life out of it. And I can't wait till I've got them again. I really fucking enjoyed that. I didn't hate them long enough before I lost them again.
You
I
really are a
cannot
wee skinny guy inside that
wait.
gigantic body, aren't you?
Oh, I can't wait, lad.
What was good about it?
It's just good. It was just cool. Walking around with a washboard strapped to you. I'd catch myself stroking them. It could have been 2 decades since I'd seen them, but I fully fucking enjoyed it. I'm very aware that no one else gave a flying fuck, but I really.
I think I
enjoyed
made
it.
that clear.
They made me happy.
And did it continually make you happier, or did that die off?
No.
Because that's what these skinny guys going about is like, oh, look at my abs. It's like, fucking nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit
No,
about
they
your
don't.
abs.
Nobody cares.
Do you think it's like a fucking, is it basically like fucking masturbation that it's only for you? You're the only one getting pleasure.
100%. Even Charlie, like, I'm just, she like, Catalina, she's looking at me, she's like, it's fucking disgusting. She's like, and I can appreciate the work you've put in.
Aye.
She's like, it's fucking disgusting though. Kind of like giving her a cuddle. She's like, I can literally feel every bump on you. It's horrible. I'm like, fucking sound that.
But I mean, you can sort of get it. I mean, because you look at these birds that are absolutely fucking ripped. You're not going to like,
it's you're either into it or you aren't. And if you're not into it, I totally understand why folk don't like it. Right. She doesn't like the veiny look. She doesn't like the graininess. She doesn't like all the bumps, the muscle showing. And this is probably why 9 times out of 10 every woman's like, dad bod. But personally, when I'm veiny and I'm fucking ripped and everyone's there, I really enjoy how I look. Anytime,
what's it like fucking coaching him?
I'm easy. I'm sound. I'm like, okay. Cause no problems. I don't challenge him with anything. I'm like, okay, Roger.
Yeah, he is pretty easy to be fair. I did cotton on to the fact that you didn't enjoy going up the way pretty quickly, to be fair.
Yeah, I didn't. I think, see, next time, I think it'll be easy. See, 'cause it was the first time after being a fat cunt.
True,
I think just, like, I'm like, oh, no.
So it's like a mental recalibration.
100%, aye.
It means when you go up, you come back down, you'll be like, I'm not like...
I think, like, after I've been back down, and I'm like, right, this is easy. Do you know what I mean? Well, not easy, but I can do it.
It's because that place, you spent so much time wanting to get away from that place and thinking about going back there's no rocking your world.
I was only lean for a matter of months, and then it was fucking away again.
How did you deal with it, guys?
Not too bored about it now, to be honest.
Was it hard at the start?
I was just too busy eating when that fucking show's done.
But I didn't like that's like my body's weird. I've still got abs when I've put all that weight back on.
What an arsehole, man.
It's just, but this is what I was saying. Like,
fucking really difficult to be happy for cunts like them, isn't it?
But I think
I'm pretty pleased for you, mate. Really happy for you. Good for you.
When you're all the way down.
But I've never really been like fat, so I'm never. I'm not bothered about pushing weight back on.
Hold your fat in different places. You turn around and you see the fat.
Got a fat
back.
Aye, but Ken, like, see when you start bulking from shredded, it goes on really well. I think Ken up until a point, but I think when you don't start from that point, it's not as nice.
Your body changes how it deals with the push up, as in. So when you've done a diet, the way your body reacts after it, it's like tenfold to like, so like the way you store stuff's different. Like you'll be able to like hold it better, it'll go to the places you want it to go, near enough.
But Ken, if I wasn't on the couch for 3 months, Ken, I've got lean surgery, didn't move for 3 months. So I think I've had a very untidy bulk. Do you know what I mean?
I would have got to you in a sense because you're
It's
not
good, but
being
how
able to-
much of that was because you were a fucking drama queen?
None of it.
It was all of it.
Oh, you're on about the recovery?
Aye.
I'm on about the
You
fucking...
fucking milked the shit out of that, didn't you?
In all fairness, I did now.
You did.
I would like to meet any cunt with 2 litres of blood in their abdomen.
How's
And,
that
and them
better?
no fucking...
You milked the fucking cunt out
Oh,
of that.
no danger,
I know,
lad.
because every time you went... I know, because you were coming in here.
I had an internal fucking bleed and still came and done a pot. I was
Mikey,
literally bleeding
the
out my
surgeon went-
stomach, sitting in...
The
Well,
surgeon
not this
and
room,
nurse
but...
went, "There's nothing to worry about." And you're like, "Oh, I want to worry
What do
about
you mean
it."
he didn't? It's not
I
to worry
can't get you
about.
fucking Aldi and got you fanny pads. What are you meant to expect?
He's like, it's not to worry about. I went and got checked. I'm like, right. He's like, what are you doing tomorrow? You're getting operated on again. All right, sound. Cool.
It's a wee
Excellent.
fucking pissy bloodlet.
wee
Did you
pissy
get Charlie to
bloodlet.
run you through again?
I fucking did that. I wasn't legal out
Fucking
of drive,
absolute
though.
fag. This is homo erectus.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, let's get these rattled through. NHS lack of accessible TRT services. We know we can get we can get the show sponsored by a local TRT supplier.
The TRT clinics, so they're charging a fucking fortune.
Are they?
Rip.
What's a TRT?
Like kind of like a private company that'll do your bloods and put you on a TRT.
They do that
Basically,
here, do they do that over here?
aye, they put you on gear.
Aye.
One of my clients was on, he's like, I'm 180 quid a month. I'm like, lad, you're on half a mil a week. Just get a bottle of test at 40 quid. And
they're
that's you
charging
for
them-
20 weeks. You
charge
gain them a
them
kind of 180 quid a month for.
What?
I had
Aye. It's like a subscription service, but they're charging you through the
hell.
fucking nose
Half
for
a
a bottle
mil?
of gear.
I had a mate message me recently. I've done a blood test. My test levels are low, but they want like £200 a month.
Aye.
A test. Can you get me test? I need 30 quid.
Done.
What did you
Bosh.
say? 20 weeks worth.
Aye.
There you go.
Dave bastard. Yeah.
Because you're having to take, you're not going somewhere a week to get your half mil put in. They're giving you the gear. They're
Just
charging you a
skip the blood
ridiculous-
test and just go straight to
Aye.
1 mil. The
Fuck me.
protocol 1 mil a week.
I couldn't believe
Feel
it.
good.
But
1 mil a week. What was he? Half a mil a week?
I
After-
can
for a
150.
TRT.
Yeah. Because it was just an older boy wanting a wee bit of a boost there because he felt his test on that was low. And he says, I was like, lad,
And you skin you alive, man.
I just get a bottle of test. You'll save yourself a fucking fortune.
It's so true. Like,
And
a
there's
milli-
4 months.
A
That's
milli,
it.
a milli test a week keeps you right as rain.
Aye.
At that age, taken, it's
Aye, because I'm sure he was in his early 50s. I'm like, that's going to do you wonders, lad. You're going to feel fucking great.
beautiful.
Just that wee boost. Aye, literally, the clinics are pooing your pants in.
That's fucking robbery.
But the NHS will not get it.
No, the NHS won't.
They're not
But
interested in TRT.
can either some of the websites you can go on and you can trust pilot gear websites too to find out if it's all genuine and that. You can if you wanted to get a bottle test, it's not difficult in
Just
today's
ask
day
your
and age.
local Roy Ted.
Aye, ask the
They'll
big
get
guy.
you.
Aye, ask
in the
any
gym,
big cunt
find
in
the
your
big
gym.
guy.
They will get you a bottle test.
Somebody knows somebody.
Aye.
You'll be able to smell it.
Oh, aye.
You'll hear a clang of the weight. There'll be some fucking big dude in the corner who will know.
You can even
be-
get it posted to your house if you want.
That's it. Aye.
I even sent him a video showing him how to jag it, and that was it. He's away.
Aye, done. Easy.
Done.
Bosh.
Aye.
That was one of the things that was in here. PTs that inject clients in the change rooms, disrespectful to other
Is that a
members.
thing?
Must
I don't
fucking
know
must
either.
be.
I've never heard of
Folk
that.
are doing
I've
that.
heard
It's
it.
fucking-
People like jagging their pals in the gym.
I've never had a jag in the gym. Like
Neither,
back.
I have actually, to be fair.
Have you?
Jagging what? Like,
I
yeah.
suppose fair enough though, because if somebody's like new to it and they didn't know what they're doing, and their coach is willing to be like, well, if you want to do this, I'll help you.
I
guess
get in
for the
the,
gym,
in the
though.
fucking changing room, but
It's a bit
there's-
fucking grim.
Like I've had my mates pin me before, but kind of like when you're getting a bit big and I can't quite reach, and it's
No,
at the
that's
point
why
where
I
I'm
go
like,
it.
I'm actually hurting myself trying to do this now, so I'll just go over it. Can you just hang it because I can't fucking reach?
must have been a long fucking time ago.
I'm struggling recently. Like I'm still just managing.
PTs that film their clients working set for Insta rather than spotting them. This is the same guy. He must have a real fucking problem with PTs.
You know what I mean?
That one there.
No, he's rattled a few. I don't know who that is though.
Right.
You see a lot of PTs that just don't even look interested in what their clients are doing.
Yeah, you
But
see
this
that.
is fucking following on.
That's
We've got-
most of the time to be
That's
fair.
what I
do you know
mean.
what
Like they'll just be
Would you
standing there
do-
looking,
Just
they're
going
not
through
even
the
walking,
motions,
they're
that's
quiet.
Essentially, a PT should be burying you in the ground.
But
You
I
didn't
see
see
them.
that
They're
though,
not even
really.
looking at them. They're just like 1, 2,
You'll not see that
3,
happen.
and then
And you
Aye,
should
I
be
really-
paying attention. I mean, I remember, like, I had this when Stace started going to the gym, fucking 39. She's obviously decided, I quite like the idea of lifting weights now.
Be great for
Out
all
the
the
blue. And I was like, right, come on, we'll get you down, get you a membership. And then was really fucking pissed off that I was shouting at her. And I'm like, fucking come on. And she said, stop shouting at me. And then I was like, after a few weeks, she's got to know the machines and that. And you know, like you're free now. You can,
There you go.
you can go yourself. And then after like doing it for a couple of sessions, like, can you come down early? And I'm like, how? She's like, I prefer you shouting at me. And it was like that thing where you want pushed. You want somebody there that's actually like, especially when you're new, checking that you're doing all the stuff, making sure your form's good, making sure that you know, it's always that, well, go to the next weight. You're maybe feeling a bit, a bit unsure. And it's like, no, come on, you're ready.
Until you learn to push yourself, you need someone to push you for sure. Like it is very easy just to hold back a little.
I've always said that though. If I go myself, I'm not going to be doing the stuff that I'd get pushed today.
That's just like one more. Like, fuck, one
No,
more.
but you can't. I mean, like you're not going to do that fucking
Guys
extra
needs to
weight
be
with the
shouting
extra
at
reps.
all the time.
Ken,
What do you think of that? Like, if you're training yourself, how do you motivate yourself?
I don't need to be. I'm
sure,
on
it's bedtime.
Time to take my
It's
uniform.
bed.
That'll be a good clip. That's a crack clip.
Secret, I've always trained myself. I don't have an issue with it.
But you don't fucking train hard.
You've trained with me once, and I went on a weight after about 30 minutes because they get too fucking.
Right, what
dense.
I know of you, right, is I trained you once you spewed your ringer. You then trained me Lee Priest and you shat in the bed.
Oh, aye, because you were on top of the world with Lee too.
I fucking done
me.
better than you, you
No,
cunt.
you never.
Aye, I fucking
You
did.
did half the weights I did.
I was embarrassed.
And half the fucking
Half the
reps.
fucking weights. You're the one that stripped it down to one plate.
Aye, after I fucking beast it.
I knocked my cunt in for 3 plates and I'm like, oh, Mikey will at least see it through. He stripped it down to
Did
one.
we though? Did he do it?
No, well, no,
Just
he
like
basically
PT
PT
Aye,
does.
right, I get you. I
No,
thought
but I
that.
had a
The
go-
first fucking
I had a
set.
So
fucking-
you just fucked you
No,
up.
I had
and
to
then-
go. I'm like,
and got the
I was like,
fuck out
oh,
of
listen, fucking Lee, I thought this was trained with Lee, no fucking get trained by Lee.
there. Aye, what you did?
I'm like, you can start fucking hitting sets, and then he changed his tune. He went from Tom Platt's mode to, right, come on, boys, we'll settle in.
He's fucking.
But fucking big Gigantor here is like with 3
He
plates on
just
the
tried
hack
to
squat.
bury you just for the fucking
See,
laugh.
on the first set, I didn't count what the crack was going to be, and I just jumped on with the same way they had done. And he's wanting me to rep out on the leg extension until my legs were tired, and he makes you hold it and pushes down all this shit. I do like 45 fucking reps
Yeah,
before he's like, right. So I was, after the first fucking hang, I was fucked. My legs were cunted. I'd done about fucking 150 reps over 3 sets before we went
You're
on the
fucking
fucking.
pathetic, Mikey.
So by the time I got to the hack
Train
squat,
like shit.
I was fucking useless. I couldn't even have the fucking weight of the machine up. I
Aye,
crumbled
one
like a fucking
plate.
deck chair.
We've got 1 plate and he stripped it off. It was just the machine.
Oh, it was rough.
And I'm like, you're the fucking biggest guy in this gym. You got nothing on this fucking
no,
machine.
at that point, no.
And then every time I see you in flex, you're just flexing. You pick up like 12 kilogram dumbbells, get a bicep pump,
12
then
kilogram dumbbells.
fucking
Fuck
pose
me.
in front of the mirror. I would need to come. Has any of you seen him train hardcore in the gym?
I've not seen him buried in the ground. Like
No.
we've
Yeah,
been there.
no.
We've done it many times to each other. Been totally fucked.
I only
Totally
trained with him
fucked.
once.
You kept moaning about your belly, so.
He's always got a fucking problem.
I'm
hasn't
on
he?
about
might
one
bleed.
exercise, to
I
be
might
fair.
bleed.
Aye, but this is, he had me doing the hip thrust.
He's
I just had my abdomen cut off and I have to put
see
a
for about
fucking
3
belt on
months
it.
you were like a
You
fucking
know what I mean?
I
Like,
shouldn't have
Say
done
we
that.
could leave
Like,
them if you
you
want.
shouldn't
You're like,
have
no,
done
no,
that.
we'll dare them.
aye, but you can't. See, I still fucking done it. Do you know what I mean? But
You're like a bird that's had a fucking C-section the day before. Oh, my wee stomach. I'm like, what the fuck? You've had a wee slit, that was it. A wee nip and tuck.
I kept up with him on pretty much everything bar hamstrings. His
Mikey.
hamstrings
He
are
must have
all
taken it
stronger
easy
than
on you
mine.
then. You took it easy on him?
That was an easy session. I'm not
Yeah,
going to lie.
you took it easy on him.
That was an easy session.
That wasn't too bad, but aye.
Gasping for fucking air on the ground. That's when it's fucking.
I've never
There
seen
was
him
no
train hard.
shouting. I didn't shout at him.
He'll fucking whitey take a phone call, moan about some fucking injury for when he was 10. I cut my knee, might bleed again. I've got a thumb for a wee toe. Somebody needs to chop it off. I can't do any more shoulder press. What the fuck is this going to do with shoulders? Oh, I'm dying, my toe.
That's silly, but no, it doesn't affect me. I still do everything.
Aye. Oh, we're proud of you, Mikey. We're very proud.
In all
of you.
fairness, if I'm not half-arsed at training, I'm doing all right considering I'm still bigger than most of the cunts in the
You're
fucking
not, this
gym.
is what's entirely infuriating. Is nobody's disputing that. It's your potential is not getting met because you are a fucking absolute hypochondriac bitch,
Nah.
and you train like a fucking wet wipe.
I only complain when it's genuinely a
Pish.
life or death fucking
You talk some
situation.
pish, boy. Any fucking thing. You're like the boy at school that always goes to the nurse.
Nah, I'm a fuck.
Mate, you'd have been in
I'm
that
not
nurse's
that
office
bad.
all the time.
No,
You're that guy.
no,
100%.
definitely not. I don't remember moaning about anything that wasn't warranted.
I've got a list. Do you want it?
You don't have a list.
I got a
You've
fucking
invented it.
Dodgy eggs.
That was genuine.
Dodgy eggs. My legs are sore. I tattooed last night. I need to draw. Charlie kept me up all night. Ragnar kept me
Right,
up
so
all night.
work, children, food poisoning. These are
Every kid's
genuine
got
things to moan about.
Maybe the food poisoning was all right, but everything else, everybody's got the same. You just need to start pushing through, big dog.
I do.
You do.
I get it done.
That's
Get
what you
everything
need.
fucking done. Hardest one cunt I can.
Yeah?
Hardest one cunt I can.
Pish.
Definitely.
Mate, you fucking draw pictures and train like a fag. It's a fucking miracle you're getting the, it's an absolute miracle you've got the results that you've got.
They're all smashing it, the new like.
I'm thinking,
They
where's the
really will.
fucking horseshoe in this guy?
It has been a good year for me.
Robbie Frew will know where the horseshoe is. I bet he
It's
goes
up
went
his own
fucking.
arse.
He'll be looking
His missus is plugging him at
right there.
right in the fucking shiter.
So, boys, it's been a pleasure. Been good having you on. Is there any other shit that we want to cover? Anything we've not went over? Any DMs that anybody reached out with? I think.
I've not had anything like no directly.
I had a few, but they were all they were all in the ballpark of the same thing. Fat parents seem to be a big thing.
Thing is, it's impressive. Like, see at the gala day at the weekend there when I was walking with my Ragnar, and obviously everyone's out for the procession. The percentage is rough, like kind of just like day-to-day shit states.
What gala was that?
What ones?
Aye, I think we've got that. But you, Mr. Fucking Happy, you not got anything dark and sinister. You've been surprisingly fucking tame through this whole thing. I'd have thought you'd have had a fucking shitstorm there of stuff that would have annoyed you.
Currently, what's annoying me is cunts talking to me in the gym.
Talking to you in the gym.
Aye.
We
See, you've
just
smiled on the podcast one too many times, and they folk think you're
I
approachable.
forgot you chat. That's the
Aye,
thing. You give this
fucking-
impression.
So I've been working late a lot recently, so I've been getting to the gym at like 7 o'clock. And cunts thinking that I want to chat for 10, 15 minutes. I fucking didn't.
how do you handle it? Like, what, so somebody comes
He
up.
chats.
Usually, I've got headphones on, so I don't know what makes them think it's time for a chat anyway.
With that fucking tall, they'll probably don't see your headphones. They'd be
But
fucking.
I see their mouths moving, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. So I take them off, and then that's that. But like, I've not got time for it.
What do you say? Are you pleasant to them? Are you nice to
I'm
them?
polite, aye. So maybe I need
But
to not be polite.
internally, it's fucking driving
The
you
big
nuts.
fucking sigh and the slow headphone takeoff is the sign that he couldn't be fucked to start with, but he'll sit and chat.
But he
to you.
always looks like that.
I'm going to start setting a timer when someone comes up to me. You've got a minute and a half, then you get told to fuck off.
Aye.
I'll just start doing my set again. Kind of if it gets to that point where the conversation's going on a bit, I'm like, right, I'll see if that'll hang out. If they want to stand there and keep talking, it's fine, but I'm going to start continuing.
See, I'll do it. See if I'm warming up, that's fine. But see if I'm going on to a heavy working set,
You're not
it
interested in
fucking
it.
annoys me and it
Yeah.
puts me off my set. So I don't know what to do. I want them to go away. I don't want them to watch me because it bugs me.
Just start a brand of t-shirts, just say, fuck off, I'm training.
I'm just going to stop taking my headphones off.
I just stare at them.
Aye.
Just
Wear sunglasses. No, put headphones on and sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Right.
You get oiled
He's
up.
not unapproachable this time.
The thing is, gym used to be kind of like a social thing for me, but see when I'm in at 7 o'clock, I want to
just
get
want to get in
home
and done it.
because I've got 200 gram of Rice Krispies to eat when I fucking finish training. And then I've got 500 gram of Nattys and 2 fucking salmon fillets to eat before I go to my bed. And that ends up being at 11 o'clock.
A lot of ties to sleep on that.
So a lot of ties to sleep. And I'm literally eating that last
You're not,
tie
ready,
and
you're
then
not
going
ready for
straight
that
to my
breakfast.
bed.
Like that breakfast coming at you.
It's still sitting there.
Fucking.
And you're taking your, what is it, Anadrol?
Oxys.
Oxys.
Anadrol oxys.
You're taking your oxys and that's fucking up your hunger, your appetite. So that's
That's
a
not
big
helping.
old bit of tatties to get when you're hungry.
It is, especially when I've just ate that 200
How do you
gram
get
of
that
Rice
much
Krispies.
down? That's a fucking power of
I don't
tatties.
get if I'd want
years
two
and
salmon
years
fillets
and
that
years
late
of
at night
suffering.
like before bed.
No, I was having fucking mince, But beef mince doesn't really agree with my stomach.
You want to say a steak?
Get steak mince, Dave.
No, I
beef
meant
mince.
just a steak. It's just fucking.
But we changed to turkey mince, and that's like
That's
eating
rough,
fucking
eh?
cardboards. Then we went to salmon.
Although I had a
I
fucking.
phoned up Ricardo. I was like, Ricardo, there must be a fucking error on this sheet here. I've weighed out fucking 500 grams, 400, it wasn't even 500, 400 grams of tatties. I'm like, I must have really light tatties because there's fucking 3.5 tatties I need to put out here. Can it be fucking physically possible to eat this and then expect to eat 2 hours later?
Right.
There's no fucking way that you can eat this much.
Yeah.
He's like, you need to get it in you.
That's the way it goes.
600 gram of tatties at one point. That's a fucking liberty.
Wait, how are you
500
getting
is
it
the
into
most
you?
I've
I
done.
just eat it.
Mate, it's a beauty. It's just,
The thing that annoys
you
me
feel
with
like the
it
geese,
is,
they force feed the geese.
because I had a steak, a fillet steak, and then 450 gram of potatoes. 2/3 of that meal is just potatoes. The steak's away rapid. This is shite.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking tatty.
Just
Is it
salty
easier,
tatties.
like, you know, when you see like fucking Beard meets food and he's got like a process? Like, is it better getting the meat in first or like try to get the carbs out of the way?
I usually
Half and
start with
half,
like both, and then I'll just go tatties just to get rid of them,
Aye.
and then it'll be my salmon or whatever that's left. But there's no, I don't think it's
If
How you
it's like
cooking
that,
your 500 grams?
air fryer chips.
Aye, fucking right. That's the way to do
I'm
it.
getting
Like,
sick of them and all.
air fryer chat,
like, can just cut it up like chips and fuck them in the air fryer, so it's like you're eating fries.
does that work?
Aye, I like cubing them, so it's like wee crispy squares almost.
I fuck that. 500 gram of them. You'd be there all
It is
day,
a
man.
lot, lad, but
It's a good idea when you're dieting.
It's easier to eat though. Can you just spoon it in your fucking?
This
meat
is
bag?
like what I think you'd said about it before, guys. Was like, how the fuck are people getting that fat? See when you're trying to push the food.
But they're no calories
That's
are
the
equal. They're
difference.
eating
right?
shite.
It's like their food. If you're eating that much fat, it's not the same process, is it? It's like staying in your body, hold in, not going anywhere, eat more fat, just boom.
Like if you were just to say someone get fat eating white potatoes, that's going to
You
be
eat
a
shite
lot,
all day.
a
It's not like
lot
it
of
goes
like
anywhere.
calories.
It just stays there. And eventually it just keeps doubling up. Next minute.
It's just the denseness of the calories that they're eating.
Aye,
If you're
calorie
eating
dense
clean
foods.
food, you're going to get sick of it way before you get fat.
That's why you get so sick of it, because it's not actually like you're just holding onto it, because there's not enough room for all that clean food. But until that's what you got to like fucking manufacture body into thinking there is. You just keep doing it, and then eventually it gets used to it. That's what
That's what
Ronnie
comes-
Coleman said. He was like, "I mind going off what I
Was he
feel,
not
though."
on an unbelievable amount of food?
Unbelievable, he says. He couldn't believe he had to wake up for the night to start eating to get the size he did.
Well, Jay Cutler and that, he was on 1,000 grams of carbs a day in his off seasons and shit.
Mental.
How
I know,
the
it's
fuck was that
More
fucking.
than that.
But it's
Yeah.
like you say, I mean, like,
Probably have had more than that at points, like 1,000 grams.
It's a lot of going.
I've been on 1,000 gram of carbs at the end of a prep.
One guy back in the day, it was like a 2, a 3, and then a refeed. So 3 of the days it was no carbs, and then it was like a carb refeed, 1,750 grams in 24 hours.
That's what folk didn't
I
get
never
with-
hit that number.
With
ever.
food.
That's a lot.
It
Like
was
folk are like, I
digest.
can't.
fucking impossible.
Folk are like, I can't eat that much. It's like nobody can. You got to train your body to eat that much.
well, I
It
was
takes
taught,
time.
like, see when I done that big long cycle, I had 1,100 grams of carbs. It was all glucose.
Ah,
It
yeah,
was
the gel
the
packs
mix
and that
and the
shit,
gels,
aye.
and like that's what you're talking about. Like the all
But that
food
wouldn't be
isn't
too-
created equal.
Ah, yeah.
It's like that. That's like instantly digestible. Not
And if
got
you were to
any
eat
load in your stomach.
1,100, like, so not 1,100 grams of potatoes, but 1,100 to get that 1,100 grams of carbs while eating white potato.
That would be wild.
That would be that'd be kilos upon
But
kilos.
it's like you say, because it's like when you start to train your body a particular way, you need to train your gut, and it's that gut that you need to get into rhythm with what you're doing.
Well, this is why you have 6 meals a day to make it a wee bit easier. If you had to eat 3 fucking monsters, you'd fucking hit a whitey.
Aye.
Okay, with the 6 meals, like others, obviously when you're standing up the food, you're eating when you're no fucking hungry, but it's easier than if you had to do fucking.
I'm near that point. I was enjoying my food. Like it was like even the clean eating. It's getting to that point now where I'm like I'm not as craving as much. So like when I'm ready for my next meal, it's not like
You're not hungry
I'm
yet.
like can't wait for it, or I'm like this will be easy. I'm at the point where I'm like already. It's like I can't really be bothered with that meal now. I can eat it, but I just can't be bothered with it now. That's how it feels all the time.
I found that was like whenever I changed in, it was maybe about 4 or 5 days, but there was that 4 or 5 days. I'm like, this can't be possible. Can it be possible to do this? like eating that much food. So it's fucking, and then
Once your
4 or
appetite
5
picks
days
up,
in,
it's
you're like,
not as
oh,
bad.
I'm
That's,
ready again.
that's the biggest thing I see now is like your digestion, And see if you manage that, you're going to probably get big.
Well, if
If
you're
you
not
can manage
digesting the food, there's no fucking point eating it.
No.
Aye.
The digestion is like key.
What do you think's a good tip for digestion? Because I think that's a real.
There's loads of protocols for it, especially now that the helping age with it too. So, but mainly it's like no being an idiot with how much you're trying to eat.
I think the most important thing with your digestion is your food sources.
Aye.
Like making sure, because obviously there's all these digestive enzymes and digestive aids, as he says, but the most important thing is your food choices.
Yeah.
But folk will like eat oats, and it doesn't quite agree with them, but I like oats.
I don't like oats.
But they'll keep eating them because they like oats. But oats are the slowest digestion of the carbs.
It's
So
making
they're
it
no
harder
ideal.
for yourself at the same time.
But folk get attached to foods, or like bagels and shit that are high inflammation. They'll keep eating them. It's just
Bagels are good,
Be
though.
smart with your fucking food
Bagels
choices.
are good.
Bagels are good. Oats are shit.
You also get to a point where you've got to tail back. Like
Yep.
you can't just keep going for this like Hail Mary where you've got to eat as much food as possible. Give yourself a break, let your body adjust, the weight you're sitting at, I'll get used to it, boom, you're ready to fill up again.
So
And
you
it'll
think the
probably benefit
calibration
you.
is quite good to
100%.
ease off a bit.
Yep, you've got to come back every so
I
often.
think you do because you
Every
need
so
to
often.
reset that appetite a wee bit, whether that's by doing a short diet or, as he says, just sitting for a bit. You can't just keep pushing it forever
that's a
because you end up when you're not digesting the food, and it's not about how much you can eat, it's about how much you can digest. So you might be eating 10,000 calories or whatever.
If your
but
body
only-
can't fucking use it.
Aye,
It'd be like
it's
how
fucking
much of that
pointless.
you're actually absorbing in.
You get to a point in your day where you think that's you probably feel like that's a bad idea because you're like, I've just got to the biggest I am.
Yeah.
Everything's moving right. And then you're like, somebody's telling you you're going to have to diet. And you're like, why? And you're like, because it's going to help you, like, major.
You're the first person to ever say. I've never heard anyone say that before. About it's not about the food. It's not about how much you can eat. It's about how much you can actually fucking use.
Well, it's like Hilly said to me in my check-in this morning, we're probably getting close to needing a pullback. And he's like, not because of your condition. He's like, your condition at your weight at 317 pounds is ridiculous. But just to reset your appetite, etc., we're going to have to pull back a wee bit. And you've just, as he says, I'm nearing a point where I'm getting to my fucking heaviest. And he's saying we're going to have to pull back. You're kind of like,
That's
your intent is to
psychologically.
push past
You
it.
get caught up in that, but like what you're going to actually lose is fucking nothing. Like you're not losing anything compared
And it
to
makes
what,
sense if you're trying to push it and get that adaptation. It's like that wee breather to let that adaptation sink in is a good thing.
But if you, like, either you tail back or you can, if you can sit comfortably and let that just like get your body used to it, that's major help as well. And then
And
folk are
maybe
like,
say
"I
like
need more."
sit as like just not continue to push the food up.
Yeah.
I mean like just keep it
Just
steady.
keep yourself there, a few weeks, how many weeks or whatever, let your body adjust, get your gut right, whatever's happening. Sometimes it is more beneficial, I'd say, to get a wee bit off you, because then you're ready to eat more again. And it helps loads.
Interesting. Boys, it's been a pleasure as always. Looking forward to the next instalment. We'll see what comes of it. See, people seem to be loving the raw talk. It's been a.
We need to get them naming and shaming though.
Is that what we need?
Immunity protected.
There's too many comments in there
Aye,
that
they have
need a
no
name
contact.
attached
We
to
don't know
them.
who the fuck they're talking about.
You
Well,
just
let
next time you put the comments, be like, this will only work unless you.
You need DM maybe the backstory and context because it must be there's only so much you can put. I don't know. I'm assuming
You're limited to what you can write. In
they must be
a question
limited.
box.
So we need the backstory. We need context. We need fucking names.
Aye, name and shame, or you're getting named and shamed.
Aye. And the weird guess who.
Aye.
Well, boys, an absolute pleasure having you on. Until next time. So, hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Mount Mindset. We went everywhere and anywhere. Define catfishing, the girls' bums. We covered off fat parents again. Should you be a good role model? Digestion, why it's number one for bodybuilding. Should you slag the gym down the road that's just opened up? And if you're in the gym, despite all the little icks and all the little things that bug us that we've discussed tonight, you're still doing better than society. So whether we've hit a nerve or whether we've encouraged you, keep pushing on, keep doing what you're doing because you're showing up for yourself, which is number one. So hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Until the next time, that's all from us.